All I knew was that this town was going down and no one was showing up. And so we, as Koreans, figured that out really quickly. There's a point where you and I look at each other and say,
they're not coming.
they're not coming, Tony. You know, like...
The choppers will not be here anytime soon.
So that's when all the stuff started to go down.
Roy Choi is a second-generation Korean-American. He lives in Los Angeles. He's the owner, operator of 4 groundbreaking and much-loved food trucks. Among the first to harness the strange and terrible powers of social media to alert customers to where to find delicious food.
This was the command post. From here, you know, you could look and you could see if fires were going on.
When the Los Angeles riots happened in 1992, Roy was 22 years old, and this plaza's rooftop played a central role for Koreans defending their town. But let's back up a bit. After the Immigration Act of 1965, thousands of Koreans began arriving in LA. The first to arrive were mostly middle-class, college-educated, hoping to make a lateral move into American society. But unless you had a medical or engineering degree, that turned out to be tough. They found work as merchants, store owners, opened liquor stores, groceries, massage studios, dry cleaners. They did that in an area that was, as it's called, underserved, where major chains feared to tread, where others preferred to abandon, Koreans moved in. So 1992. 4 LA police officers are on trial for what sure as hell looked to me like a wildly excessive and prolonged beating of an unarmed Rodney King. In April of that year, they were acquitted. For me, it was a holy shit, I never saw that coming moment. For African Americans, it was a somewhat ruder surprise. To say people were angry would be an understatement.
They don't represent the people no more.
South Central's that way. So you could almost feel it like a tidal wave coming.
The LAPD were completely unprepared for what happened next.
Everything you see right here, all this was being looted. Chairs and rocks and everything being thrown through walls. If you go straight down Western on Venice, the whole plaza burned on fire. We're calling 911, and there was no response.
Did the cops come at all?
I was here all 3 days. I didn't see any cops.
Well, where did they set up their front line?
Rodeo Drive.
Where did the forces of law and order set up their perimeter? Not here. Koreatown was left to its own devices. The official borders are 3rd Street on the north end, Olympic Boulevard to the south, Vermont Avenue on the east, and Western Avenue to the west. That's 3 square miles left pretty much to burn or fend for itself. This rooftop quickly became the command post for rapidly improvised Korean defense forces. They armed themselves, set up crude but effective command and control, communication, and patrols.
We weren't going around just slugging and capping people. All that was happening was, just don't break down my store. Making sure our parents, our uncles, our families, these stores, this town stays alive.
58 people were killed. Only a quarter of Korean-owned businesses survived, either destroyed outright during the riots or abandoned afterwards by owners who felt the entire underpinning of their contract with America had shifted. Yet today, Koreatown is bigger and better and forever changed by what happened in 1992. Dong-il Zhang, however, is as unwaveringly old school as you get. Roy and I sit down with Roy Kim, whose grandfather opened the place in 1978. Like most Korean restaurants of the time, you didn't mess with the original, ever. And like most Korean father-son relationships, you obeyed Dad's wishes no matter what.
My father put all this, redwood in and all this cherry and all this, but to this day, I can't touch certain things here.
I can see he doesn't let you change the uniforms either.
No. But he still controls the restaurant.
You just do the work.
I just do the work. As a Korean, he knows.
We start with banchan. All those delicious little freebie plates of pickles, preserves, kimchi, a spicy squid snack or two. No banchan, no meal.
You know what this restaurant has that a lot of restaurants are going away from is the chairless rooms.
The feet under? Knees forward, feet under.
The tea ceremony, the seating, yeah.
Okay, too.
That was punishment for Koreans. That's a punishment.
And with the book over your head.
For hours.
What would a crime be? What got you into that position?
I mean, it could be as minimal as a 94 on the test.
Korean parents? Well, let's just say they veered towards the strict. Moms and dads were not, shall we say, conflicted about corporal punishment. I love that you both immediately recognize this.
This is the roast gooey. This is what we're known as thinly sliced ribeye, marbled ribeye.
Oh, it's beautiful. Roast gooey, thin sliced ribeye. And bulgogi, thinly sliced fat marbled beef, barbecued, tableside.
For us Koreans, it's kind of funny that barbecue has become the gateway to our food.
It could be worse. I mean, at least it's delicious.
This is delicious, and we're like, okay, this is the portal, and we're cool with that.
And this kimchi bulgogi, bokkeumbap. Basically, kimchi fried rice, but it fries into the pan like paella, or so many great rice dishes with that outer layer of crispy stuff is just the best.
And the tableside cooking, I think people overlook that a lot. This is like crepe Suzette, filleting a Dover sole.
Oh man, this is ridiculously delicious. Will you be doing this in 20 years?
It wouldn't change. If we did change tonight, I would get a complaint.
And you'd have to talk to your dad.
Oh, yeah. That's a problem.
What do you do if you're a locavore in LA? You look around. What's local and delicious, artisanal and authentic, and as iconically LA as it gets? If you're Roy Choi, you see tacos. And with Kogi Truck, Roy Choi brought one of the first great mutation mashups of Korean and Mexican to the people. What started as one truck became 4 trucks and 3 brick-and-mortar restaurants to go with them.
For me, Kogi was always one truck in my mind. But then the lines got big, and it evolved. Hola, Herlindo. ¿Y qué haciendo ahorita? Nada? Solamente limpia? Okay.
Roy trained at the Culinary Institute of America and interned at Le Bernardin in New York City. He runs his trucks like you'd expect of someone with that background.
Within our food media landscape, we've romanticized certain compositions of what a great chef and a great kitchen are supposed to look and smell and feel like. But just because those are beautiful doesn't mean that this is not beautiful. For me, I don't see mustard plants and sheep grazing. I see barbed wire and telephone poles. And I see puddles and, all of that stuff contribute to the flavor of the food. So it's truly what I call a terroir, a regional food. Hola, gracias, buena suerte. And they're off.
Every lunch shift and every evening, the truck's locations are sent out over Twitter. The locations change every day, and people flock quickly to find them, as the lines can get long, very long. I took a run with Roy as he made his nightly rounds.
So how often do you make the full circuit between all of your various enterprises?
Twice a day, every day, unless I'm doing something crazy like this. So it's kind of like I have a huge Las Vegas hotel, but the hallways are the streets.
First stop, Chago, a rice bowl place in the Palms neighborhood.
These are my guys right here. Hola!
Hey, chef.
¿Qué pasó? ¿Sí se puede?
Kimchi spam, classic.
Yeah, this is the menu right here.
A big bowl of rice with meat, vegetables, and lots of flavor for less than $10. Good deal.
I just find it you're so sentimental about the business of feeding people.
It's a trippy state of romanticism. Like, I'm very hard-ass, too. Like, you pack your own shit, you get what you get. If you complain, I take the food out of your hands, I give you your money back. But within those rules, there's a lot of love. There's a lot of care.
Across town in Venice is A-Frame, Roy's first brick and mortar.
This used to be IHOP. So
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, everything's really narrow.
Hence the shape.
It's heavily influenced by local takes on Hawaiian cooking, not that you'd necessarily notice. Every dish designed to be eaten with the hands. What's good? The baby back ribs are air-dried, braised, then breaded and fried. Ling cod tacos treated like shawarma. Beer can crackling chicken. It's brined, rotisserie, then air-dried like Peking duck, then fried. Meanwhile, not too far away on Sawtell, a Kogi truck pulls up, stops, reverses back to the corner. Before the awning is even up, there's already a line. Hungry people have been waiting in cars or around the corner ever since the Twitter announcement 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, this is just...
I feel guilty. I'm jumping the line, right? Wow. What's the longest line you ever had?
600.
600 people for one truck?
Yeah.
The Kogi taco, double caramelized Korean barbecue short rib on fresh corn tortilla with salsa roja, cilantro onion lime relish, and a Napa cabbage romaine slaw in a chili soy vinaigrette. Oh yeah.
The rep for Kogi is that we go everywhere. We go to every single corner of the county and the city. We're not just going to the hip areas.
What about what about Bel Air? Can you pull up like on a corner in a residential area in Bel Air?
Yeah,
what happens then? Do you get rousted or what?
No, they come out in the Versace robe and
That I gotta see.
yeah. Dude, Beverly Hills at lunch is crazy.
Why should you be excited about food trucks? Because they allow creative chefs like Roy, without a lot of money, to start creating and selling their stuff, introducing themselves to the world without having to gather up $1 million or credulous partners. And they're affordable, they're democratic, and they are faster, better, and infinitely preferable to fast food like the King and the Clown and the Colonel. Stereotyping coming. Look, how do I put this? Good Korean kids grow up to be doctors, lawyers, or engineers, goes the story. There are expectations. But what if you're a bad Korean? What if you were Korean American and you just didn't give a? What if you looked around, asked yourself, who am I? Who am I supposed to be? Where do I fit in society? And were unsatisfied with the answers you were getting? What if you were an insanely talented artist and a small startup company called Facebook asked you to do some murals in their offices, and they paid you in stock, and you became ridiculously wealthy, and you still didn't give a? Well then, you might be David Cho.
Hi, I'm Dave Cho.
You like me?
Is that an AK piñata?
That is an AK-47 piñata. Wow. So, I mean, this place is in downtown LA. So I try to have as many weapons like hidden throughout. I got ninja swords and ninja stars and stuff.
You need a puppy, man. You need a puppy.
I do need a puppy. I'm gonna paint you today, is that cool?
Yeah, sure.
All right, so just sit right there and, sorry, don't usually paint this early in the morning. Okay. I'm gonna go more expressionistic, if you don't mind.
I want to know, you were on record, you said, young people looking to follow your road to success. Your advice is, whatever you do, don't date a Korean girl.
Okay. I try to be open-minded about things, right? But, well, I'm racist, you know? For me, I've given it a shot, and then I end up in this situation where I feel like I'm dating my mom.
So what characteristics in common were
Overbearing.
Overbearing.
Jealous, unreasonable, like unrealistic about life, demanding, like I mean, I could go on and on, but also the men too. Like if you're a woman, I wouldn't never recommend dating a Korean guy. For the very few women out there that are into Asian guys, if you are gonna go that route, definitely go Chinese. Yeah, come check it out.
Oh, yeah. Whoa, awesome. Wow.
I don't know, what do you think?
Dude, I'm honored. I've never had my portrait done before.
Thank you, man. Hey, man. You're welcome.
And this shit gonna be worth some money on eBay for sure.
Now I'm definitely ready for Sizzler.
Nice. Standing tall and prominent amongst the many Asian and Central American restaurants in the community, one place holds an unexpectedly cherished position in the collective memories of many second-generation Korean Americans. I am personally unfamiliar with the Sizzler brand, though I know it by name, but never have I managed to actually cross its doors.
After you.
Thank you. Wow.
How you doing today?
I'm doing good, thank you. How about yourself?
I'm doing fantastic. I got my Sizzler outfit on. So here's the thing. You can get like a steak and then add the salad bar with it. You get the best bang for your buck, or you could just get the salad bar.
I gotta have a little bit of steak.
I am gonna go traditional and just get just the salad bar. Yeah.
Thank you.
Have a seat anywhere you like.
Perfect.
Enjoy your
Thanks.
meal.
Excellent. Oh, yeah. More for your elders. Oh, now you're getting all Korean on.
Yeah. Super embarrassed right now because we're in Koreatown and I'm taking you to eat at Sizzler, which for a lot of Koreans is the best food in Koreatown.
So if you're eating non-Korean, this was it.
We never ate out ever, and if we did, it was McDonald's. And if it was a birthday and a special celebration, you want to kick it up a notch and go a little bit more special, then it was Sizzler.
This is a judgment-free zone where there are no mistakes. A world to explore incongruous combinations without shame or guilt. Free of criticism from snarkologists, because there are no snarkologists at Sizzler.
Obviously, here's all the accoutrements for making a nice nacho taco salad, and here's all the stuff for pasta, spaghetti, whatever. The move is you get a hard taco shell and you put meatballs in it. This is Italian-Mexican dining, and you make a meatball taco. And there's nowhere else in the world where you can have this. You put 3 meatballs in the taco, some guacamole, and then you put all this nacho cheese, all this other stuff.
I know what I'm doing. I'm going for the full south of the border experience here.
All right. Oh, there you go.
No, I'm not kidding around here. Oh, yeah, now we're talking, my friend.
It's a little bit nicer than I remember. There it is. That's the best bread that you can get. So you tell me if you like that.
Oh, no, wait a minute. Are you saying that the cheese toast is complimentary?
It's complimentary, and once we found that out, we would order stacks of it. So it was our favorite part of Sizzler, and we were like, we need to figure out how to manufacture this at home.
So were you good Sizzler customers, your family? Do you think they were happy to see you when you come in? I mean, they just... I love this dish, man. When I go back, I might have to have a meatball taco.
I mean, so we like gooched the system a little bit, but not like completely abused it. There would be the guilt associated with, we never eat out, but now we're going out to eat, so you better eat. You gotta put down at least 3 plates. So, what do you think of the bread?
It's delicious.
Yeah.
Oh, I totally get why this would be a wonderland.
No, everything's really good.
For you, Sizzler, a happy place, still.
Lots of memories. It's satisfying. We need more of this cheese bread.
콜하고 너 베이치면 어떤 때 어렸을 때는 다 비슷비슷해.
It's true, Dad. We all look the same.
I love it.
He may be a Korean gone bad, but Dave Cho still tries, best he can, to be a good son. He bought them this house in Los Feliz and visits for family meals often. In fact, when we first met, sensing it had been a long time without a true home-cooked meal, he invited me to dinner with them. So guests are not unusual. Jane Cho is an amazing cook.
It's going to be very delicious.
Mom, Dad, look who's here. Hello. Mom, Tony's here.
Can you smell something?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah, all the good stuff's coming. Maybe somebody gonna hire me later.
Okay, which ones are you? Are you the eldest?
I'm the middle. I'm the suicidal pirate.
No, already signs of trouble here.
My older brother's the hip-hop Santa. He was the oldest.
Right.
He'd beat me up. I'd beat him up. And then he would just cry. I'll show you my dad's painting. Hey, Dad.
Yeah.
Hey, come over here for a sec. Would you paint this, Dad? 30 years ago?
1973.
Every Christmas, he unrolls it and just like scotch tapes it to the wall. My mom's the artist in the family now.
So this is a family of artists. The Chos are devout Christians, which is not unusual in the Korean community, but they are unusual in that they're both artists of a sort. Jane treats the house like an ongoing art project, drawing sunglasses on family pictures, stapling angels to Dave's paintings that have hung in the White House, getting crazy with the glue gun, adorning wreaths with Happy Meal toys, sticker bombing the kitchen with birds, cows, spaceships piloted by her 3 boys. She is relentlessly, energetically, and inarguably creative.
She brainwashed me from the time we were kids. She was like, "You're the best artist in the world. You're the best artist in the world."
You are.
Oh, thanks. But now she's telling me she's gonna be the best artist in the world. So she's very competitive. She says she's gonna destroy me.
Awesome.
Food is ready.
So you want to explain what everything is, Mom?
The food I prepared tonight is a very common Korean food. Galbi jjim, which is beef ribs, the stew.
The kimchi's looking fresh.
Yeah, kimchi is fresh.
Today is chestnut rice.
No one has this kind of rice.
Special rice.
Special rice for Tony and all.
And then stuffed peppers.
Oh, that's David's favorite.
Chungpo muk, seaweed and jellied mung bean. Japchae, vermicelli noodles with shiitake mushrooms and vegetables. Avocado egg rolls, fried squid and shrimps. Potato pancake. Often at the Cho house, there's a few Mexican dishes sprinkled in as well. It is always a great meal, I can tell you that.
Thanks, Mom. This is delicious.
This is awesome.
It is indeed, thank you.
I love it.
During the riots of '92, Jim and Jane Cho worked as real estate agents and property managers, so the destruction in Koreatown had a direct impact on their lives. The Chos watched from home as the chaos unfolded on TV. After the riots, Jim wrote a letter to the editor that was published in the LA Times.
I'm extremely angry with the LAPD for their outrageous action. While the cops let looters run wild and rape our city, they somehow had time to bother Korean shop owners guarding their stores. How can the owner of business just sit back and watch his life be burned to the ground?
David would have a very different reaction.
My brother stole a car, and we went into like all the neighborhoods and then quickly realized it wasn't like about race, it was just about people stealing stuff. But we were out looting, we were causing chaos, and you know, I don't think we got anything good. I think I got a TV stand.
Was it life-changing for you?
It's like you grow up and things are explained to you. Like, here's police, they're not doing anything they're supposed to do. You're just like normal men and women of society, like just acting like animals. And I was like, oh, everything I've like been taught and learned my whole life is just disintegrating before my eyes. But in the end, we're, you know, from great disasters come great things, right? I mean, Koreatown burned down. But it's like we own LA now. It's like half of LA.
Now it's Korean culture. K-pop and Psy, all over the world influence, you know?
The filmmakers, all the top
Yeah.
Korean filmmakers.
Oh, yeah.
What about me?
Cartoon, yeah.
Artists, right? Yeah.
Except you.
Sorry. Sorry, David. It's incredible.
Original book, cartoon.
Today, I went into all the different ways you guys used to beat us when we were kids. The stress positions, like, you know,
Yeah, but
all the Korean punishments.
what's remarkable to me is that every kid,
Right.
I mean, all Korean kids.
Yeah, all
Every
Korean kids.
The same position, you either hold a book.
Oh, yeah, that's the way we learn from the generation to generation. We don't know why.
To take a peek into the dark heart of the Korean psyche, maybe it helps to get familiar with Han. It's a concept that for non-Koreans can be difficult to fully grasp.
All right, you want it? Here we go. Han denotes a collective feeling of oppression and isolation in the face of overwhelming odds. It connotes aspects of lament and unavenged injustice.
Wow.
In some occasions, anthropologists have recognized Han as cultural specific medical condition. Someone who dies of Han is said to have died of Huebiang.
Heartburn.
Hapyeong.
It's a heartburn. It's heartburn.
Wow, I mean, it's been described to me in a way that made it sound benign. This is a burning sense of injustice, besiegement, and desire for revenge.
The Han is the reason why, like, we are who we are, but it's also the same reason why I won't marry a Korean woman.
You never know tomorrow.
No, I know, Mom.
He's cute.
Main drag of K-Town. Another mini mall among many. Karaoke? No.
This is the best dumpling spot in town. My mom would just order all these dumplings and just like leave them on my door because she's not allowed in my house. And then I just said, where are you getting these? You know, my mom likes to withhold information. So I finally got it out of her.
Myeongin dumplings, where they serve a mix between Korean and Chinese. Each plate handmade to order by friends. Opened in 2007 on Olympic Boulevard, it's run by Yu Jin, a Korean by way of Shenyang province in China.
Been coming here for about 2 years now. There's no one ever in here. Every time I've ever come in, I don't understand how they're open. They're the best dumplings I've ever had. Maybe people just get them to go.
Right.
They all look like buttholes, actually. But
Kind of, yeah, pre-prolapse. Wang Mandu, king dumpling. Thick dough stuffed to the gills with pork, kimchi, and vegetables. Precisely made, weighed, and crimped. Steamed until soft, eat. Wow, that's nearly the size of your head.
yeah, you know, it's like pizza. I'll eat them cold too.
Right.
Save 2 and have them for dinner.
And mandu, smaller with thinner dumpling skins, served with red chili paste.
It's a dessert one. That's got red
God.
meat in it.
Wow. Well, these are delicious. These are just like so huge.
Go for it. Still can't believe we went.
So would this be classically post-drinking food or pre-drinking food? Laid out a base of absorbent material?
Yeah, I mean, there's just a lot of bread here. Well, I don't really drink. I'm just falling under peer pressure right now. I'll be one of the cool guys, so.
I like this place already. Good signage, it's important.
Yeah, the sign's awesome.
If that sign does not sing to you, then we cannot be friends.
Mari, hi.
Hi, David. How are you?
This is my Uncle Tony. This is Mari. This is Harry Kim, AKA Guam Cruz. There's more Koreans right here.
Some friends of Cho seem to favor this place. They are a thirsty and diverse bunch. I'm asking everybody, stress position as a child? Did you have to do the knees forward?
You know about
They went right into it.
Yeah.
Stress positions?
this.
You did that, see?
There's this too.
The speed with which they assumed the position.
You have to hold the bucket over your head with the water.
Water. Wow.
What if your arms get tired?
They make you do it again for another 45 minutes and an hour. You know.
The whole thing is doing it again.
Look, I'm not Korean. I'm not Asian. I'm a white boy from the suburb. But I noticed something over time in my K-Town adventure. Similar anecdotes, you might say.
You know, they've done this quite a bit, so they came up with a new one.
I was very aware that all my Korean friends, no matter how creative or successful, seemed strangely haunted by something. But I never knew this. How do you do it?
Oh, the dongchi. It goes up the ass like this, and then it's like opening up an umbrella inside someone.
You do this to your friends.
Or college.
Or college.
They think it's hilarious. And adults do that to each other.
What the hell that's about, I can only guess. Cheers, by the way.
Cheers. Korean's gone bad. You're Korean now, officially.
Pretty much any Korean you meet anywhere, you can take it for granted they like food, that they're passionate about food, particularly their food, which of all the immigrant cuisines has probably been messed with the least. Unlike many other new arrivals, Koreans seem to have been the most unwilling to accommodate Western tastes. Maybe that's why it took us so much time to love the stuff. Beverly Tofu House, like so many of K-Town's finer establishments, is tucked away in the corner of a strip mall.
This is one of my favorite spots where I've been coming for almost 20 years. This is a soup that's just like, it's kind of Korean, but it's really more LA. And
So this is not a direct transplant from Korea?
It became what we're about to have here in LA.
Interesting.
They're different because of the ingredients we couldn't find, but never thinking about pleasing the American palate, just to make ourselves happy.
Sundubu is the thing to get. A fiery, tongue-searing, ass-burning tofu soup that'll make you forget every bad thing you ever thought about tofu. A spicy, spicy red broth and tofu are the base. We're talking soft tofu here, with the texture of like burrata. And from there, you got a handful of variations. But the most common is with kimchi and a bit of everything. Beef, oysters, mussels, clams. Oh, and tableside, they crack an egg in there. Wow. Right in there. Cool. That looks completely awesome. Well, we better wait for this to cool, I'm guessing. So how do we eat this? What do you spoon it over?
Yeah,
rice?
spoon it over rice. Just mix it in. That's good.
Yeah, all tofu should be spicy, by my way of thinking. It's so good.
Yeah, really good.
Koreans can well remember when nobody was interested in their food. Now it's confusingly au courant. Must be strange for the owners who've just been doing what they've been doing for years.
Like, for example, like us sitting here like this, the questions a lot of people are asking me in Korean, like, I'm telling them we're filming, you know, we're trying to show a piece of Koreatown. The number one question is, they're not mad or vindictive, is why? It's still why. It's like, why?
Why would we be interested?
Why would you be interested? Why would you waste your time? There's other things to do.
It's an extraordinarily beautiful and delicious thing.
But see, that's the thing is, the beauty is just already a given. It's already part of the fabric. So it's like, why congratulate you? You know, there's no reason to congratulate you because this is like what we do.
That sounds awful, honestly. That sounds totally joyless. That sounds totally joyless.
Yeah.
What did your parents want you to be when you grew up?
For me, doctor, lawyer.
Right. Obviously, you're not a doctor or lawyer. Did you finish college?
I finished college and I went to 1 year law school and I walked out.
Right. So you're a bad Korean.
Yeah, I'm bad. If I was a mediocre accountant, it'd be better than being a top chef.
According to who?
According to Korean culture, according to Korean uncles and aunts, and it's just, it doesn't register that that is a profession. You know, I wouldn't have to explain myself if I just said I was a CPA.
Right.
Never. You know, that's weird shit, you know?
You still got some splaining to do.
Still, to just get it across that I cook, and that there was this phenomenon that happened on the streets of LA that changed and opened up Korean culture to the world.
What does it mean to be Korean American? Does one create one's own world? I don't know that I'm any smarter about that now than when I first came to K-Town in the middle of the night and discovered a strange and fabulous and delicious slice of America I'd never known was there. But I'm trying to figure it out. Colombia. Ordinarily, and for all too many years, when this country makes the news or appears in a film or a television drama, it's not for its looks, which are, I should say right up front, spectacular. It's not for its people, who are, everyone I've ever met anyway, warm, proud, generous, and fun. Or for its food, which is truly great. I don't know what this is, but it's good. Fruit in this country, excellent. I'm no stranger to this place. Generally speaking, it's a particularly vibrant mix of Spanish, European, Afro-Caribbean, and indigenous people. These are deep waters, my friends, that no news story or episode of Miami Vice has ever come close to navigating. It is and always has been a fiercely, fiercely proud country, and its people yearn to see international coverage of something other than cocaine and violence. But that isn't a legacy that's easy to ignore. Its decades of civil unrest have left vast swaths of Colombia relatively unknown, even to its own citizens. To reach a place previously considered a no-go area, I'll fly out of an airport in Villavicencio, 45 miles southeast of the capital city of Bogota. On first inspection, this is an airplane boneyard, where unwanted props from romancing the stone corrode artfully. But in reality, this sleepy hangar is an important gateway to the more impenetrable parts of the country. The remote settlements in the Amazon basin are cut off from the country with neither rail nor roads connecting them. There are only two ways in: either boat for several days downriver or aboard a jungle bus, which is what locals call the World War II era DC-3.
I've flown worse.
I've been brought here by Pablo Mora, a teacher at Medellin University and a particular enthusiast for this classic of Golden Age aviation.
You've taken this flight before?
Yes. Every time I have a chance, I come here and fly one. It's a romantic thing.
He sees the work that these hulking great airships and their pilots do as daredevil humanitarian missions for the more remote Colombians.
They have an in-flight movie.
No. Nor first class either.
What?
No.
The planes travel with their own mechanic to cobble together anything that might go wrong, and stuff can go wrong. The risk is that we'll be able to land but not take off again. So this guy is our return ticket out of the jungle. Our captain is Joaquin San Clemente, something of a legend in these parts, and his co-pilot, Captain Constanza Reyes.
It's mystical, you know, and they develop this sensibility with the plane. There's no intel inside here. There's no software. They have GPS, but that's about it. It's beautiful, you know, they have to sense everything. They know when the sound of the plane is not right. It's just man and machine.
The weather is the big unknown around here. It's changeable enough to ground planes in remote places if they hang around for too long. We have to make one stop on the way to pick up more cargo. Vital cargo, by the way. The land we're passing over is beautiful and lush, but the life for those below has been anything but.
Colombia seems to be trapped in a vicious
FARC
circle.
has used the territory as a haven for kidnapping and drug.
Until recently, most of the news coming out of this part of Colombia was not good. It was a front line in the war on drugs, for lack of a better term, and Colombia's long struggle with the FARC, a Marxist guerrilla force financed by drug trafficking, kidnapping, and covert assistance from Venezuela. 50 years of very dirty war. The stakes not about drugs per se, but about the ability of ordinary Colombians to live without fear. We land in the jungle outpost of Miraflores in the southern province of Guaviare in the Amazonian Forest Reserve. The heavy presence of army and special police is a result of its strategic location and recent history as a one-time center of coca production. Farmers here would grow the stuff and make leaves into paste. Traffickers would come and buy it. The FARC had this area under its sphere of influence for years. 9 years ago, the government moved to expel the FARC, the traffickers, and any paramilitaries, with apparently much success. Overnight, however, its population shrank by 85%, and what remains struggles to survive. So the people here, you're telling me either were born here, or?
Most of the people came from elsewhere. At the beginning, in the 1950s and 60s, they were escaping from the violence, from the political violence between the two parties in Colombia.
So if you were having problems in the city or in wherever you were from, you came out here?
Yeah.
So what did you do for a living out here?
Cattle and doing some agriculture. And after that, the drug trade began and everything with the coca plantations. And
this climate's good for it?
Yeah, it's very good. And since 1999, there was no police or army force here, so it was just occupied by the FARC. And then by the paramilitaries who tried to...
Yeah.
So that's when the real violence began.
So really, the problems in this country pre-existed the drug trade.
What we say here is that the drug trade just made everything worse. There's no judge here, there's few institutions here.
Right.
Basically, you know that the state is here just because the army is here. So I think here we're gonna make the major.
Oh, yeah.
Anthony, this is the major.
Julio Cesar Gonzalez is the current mayor of Miraflores, which has seen much better and much worse days. So how many people live in this town?
Around 1,500, 2,000 in the municipality. The FARC were in Miraflores for 20 years, and they were the central authority here.
If you're running a subsistence farm growing plantains and not much else, you're not eating particularly well, you're not particularly happy with the government, somebody comes along and offers you a nice machine gun and a cool scarf, especially if you're 15, 16 years old, that's a pretty attractive offer.
Of course, it is.
Even if they say you'll probably be dead by the time you're 25.
It is.
Come on.
It is, and they offer you a salary.
So what is the future of this town?
Hay varios programas del Estado ahora con la creación del DPS, Departamento para la Prosperidad Social, una que llama Jóvenes en Acción, que les apoya con estudios.
They're providing free education, and but there's a lot of potential in biodiversity and ecotourism as well.
What a lot of people say is, without the customer, there's no cocaine trade and there's no violence, right? So if the United States and Europe start buying cocaine,
that's so impossible that I can't think about it, about the situation where the demand is not going to be there.
But the demand in the States is down 40%.
As long as there is a market, there will be people ready to do it.
The United States spends how many billions of dollars a year paying for guns and uniforms, training, etc. Where should they be spending it?
I would say that the help is very important, but more important is to end the war on drugs. It's just, it doesn't work.
Here's my problem. If crack didn't exist, I would absolutely agree with you. But as a former coke addict and as a former crackhead, that is a problem.
The thing is that people think that if you think that drugs should be legalized, you're saying that they're good. No, we're not saying that, but we're just getting rid of one problem, the problem that the major has here.
You're also freeing up a lot of money that you could divert.
Yeah, we have two problems.
Look, I'm with you, I agree.
One is drug addiction and the other is drug trafficking. We can get rid of one. We're not going to get rid of the other. We have to deal with it forever.
It's a beautiful country. The people here, everyone I've ever been has been really nice. Even the bad guys, charming.
Yeah, that is true.
The food's delicious. Problem is, the United States will never legalize drugs. It will never happen. Complicated issues.
Yeah.
So the good people of this town can thank us for bringing in their fresh supply of poker, cerveza, poker. Think nothing of it, gentlemen. It was really our pleasure. Santiago de Cali, or just Cali as everybody calls it in these parts, is a city in the southwest of Colombia known for its proximity to the Pacific coast and its semi-tropical temperatures. But I'm not really here for the climate. I'm here for Tejo. It involves alcohol and explosives. Colombian Mario Galeno, expat Will Holland, and their bandmates are to be my guides to this ancient and traditional Colombian sport.
Thanks, man.
How do you play this game?
I guess that's how it's done. What do you call this object?
El tejo.
El tejo.
Tejo.
Hence the name of this.
Exactly, tejo.
I should be good at this. I've been throwing pots into the dish sink from across the room for years.
You win more points if you get it in the middle without hitting them.
Oh.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, but that doesn't sound like any fun.
Everyone has a different style, it seems. So you got to do like one step and then another and swing.
I didn't think that style's gonna work for me.
After some early success, it turns out we all pretty much suck at this.
Not enough beer, that's my problem.
Time to bring in some outside muscle.
We're going to mix in now the experts.
Ahí nos vamos turnando entre todos.
Who am I with? I'm over here with these guys.
Whoa! Quiero por la ventana.
See you on my team? Holy crap, 2 in a row? This is dismaying. Oh, no, wait, one of those guys had to be on my team, right?
So the guy in the white stripy shirt, his name is El Pollo Viejo, which is...
The old chicken.
The old chicken, yeah.
I need a poultry name. He's calling himself the old chicken. I shall be the enormous cock. Chicken dude is killing it. Yeah, he's every time. Must beat the chicken. That's what I'm talking about. But I wanted something to blow up.
Tejo is hungry work, but the kitchen here is up to the challenge, making a Colombian picada. This is a huge selection of fried pork, pork rib, steak, cassava, potatoes, and deep-fried plantain.
I smell food. Oh! Oh, thank you. Oh, that's good. You know, beer, explosives, and food? Can't beat that. Yes! Nice.
If Bogota is Colombia's financial heart, then Cali is its shaking hips. People here like their music. My Tejo buddies, Mario and Will, are the founders of a collective called Onda Tropica. Their idea was to reinterpret the tropical music heritage of Colombia. What often sounds like salsa in style is actually cumbia. If there's one type of music that can be classified as distinctly Colombian, this is it. Cumbia draws on the music of the African, indigenous, and European mix that makes up the country. So Will and Mario created something a long way from the pop music that's a staple here. They brought together musicians who'd been famous on the cumbia scene in the 50s and 60s and matched them up with younger counterparts. As if the impressive amount of fried meat we ate at the Tejo Courts wasn't enough, we go for dinner at one of the band's favorite spots.
The recording that we made, which we did for 3 weeks in Medellin, had 42 musicians, so it was a big sort of ensemble. And there were musicians from, I think the youngest was 25, maybe, and the oldest was 82.
So old school and new school mixed, is that an oversimplification?
Yeah, that was the idea, so we can meet not only doing music, but like also exchanging lots of like information about how music was made, how music was recorded,
right.
What was the spirit of the music.
So that's the idea, it's to get back to the roots.
First up, the Cali version of ceviche. Cooked shrimp slathered in mayonnaise, ketchup, and Worcestershire sauce. Essentially a 70s shrimp cocktail. Native to the mangroves of the Pacific coast, the piangua mollusk is a staple used in everything from tamales to stews.
So it's rice and like a concha, some kind of
the mollusk.
It's not a clam.
Ah, it's like a rock mollusk, pretty much.
Mmm. It's delicious. Wow.
So this is like pelao, specifically from the Pacific. This is pargo rojo, like red snapper. Steamed shrimp.
Oh, very cool.
And some nice green tomatoes.
You always find them, patacones everywhere.
Patacones is...
plantain, like the big plantain. With all of this food, you have to accompany it with some beach.
Yeah, I'm learning that.
It's the best way to just handle this.
From cane sugar?
Yeah, cane sugar, like homemade.
Like a rural firewater.
So I'm just gonna take one right now.
So, what are your favorite places in Colombia?
Colombia is like 5 countries in one. When you come to Colombia, you definitely have to go to some Pacifico experience. It either would be in Cali or go straight to the coast. You have to have like an Atlantic or Caribbean experience, Riohacha. You definitely have to have like a mountain experience, which would be like Medellin or Bogota.
Right.
Another would be like just go to the Amazon, you know, like just go to the jungle and just check out what's going on there.
So I'm planning a vacation.
Yeah.
Should I come to Colombia? Should I come to Cali?
Most definitely, man. Like, you will find great music, great partying, great food, beautiful views, beautiful nature around.
Yeah. Look, the country's beautiful. We know this, okay? But most Americans, they're afraid to come. Is Colombia any more dangerous for a tourist than Rio or Puerto Rico or...
South Central?
I mean, my impression is no. You know, when you go to Rio, you don't wear a big watch, you don't wear an expensive suit, you don't behave like an idiot, and life is going to be good.
Like, maybe I've been lucky, but I've never been either mugged or kidnapped or robbed. Most people will tell you, like, we had an amazing time. We heard some great music. We met some beautiful girls or guys. We drank some great drinks. And we just hung out and we went to the beach and it was great and we want to come back, you know?
I mean, there's a lot of heart here. People feel very, very deeply about things. It is the most welcoming country in Latin America that I've been.
Salud, 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 salud.
I leave the subtropics for more extreme climes. Riohacha is a city 600 miles northeast of Cali on Colombia's Caribbean Sea. The Guajira is the most northern part of South America and borders Venezuela in the east. It's home to the native semi-nomadic people of Colombia called the Wayuu. The Wayuu are a tough, autonomous tribe who've never taken sides with either the government, the FARC, or the paramilitaries. As a result, they remain independent politically and live pretty much by their own code. I'm meeting Juan Pablo Mayorga, a chef from Bogota who comes to this spot on a regular basis.
This is not another country. This is Colombia, but it's a very different part of Colombia.
The Guajira is a very rugged terrain, but it's desert. There's not that much water. So that's part of why the Spaniards, they weren't able to colonize them.
You've been coming here for some time.
I became very interested in Guajira because I began dealing with fresh fish and fresh lobster, fresh shrimp, and for goat meat to take back to Bogota.
Is it good?
It's very good.
Goats are important to the Wayuu as they're used for food, for bartering, and even as dowry payments. Rancho owners come to the old market in Riohacha to sell, slaughter, and cook goat in the mornings. Today we're having frichi.
Frichi is a traditional dish from the Wayus. It consists of the tripes, the heart, the intestines, the offal of the goat. So it's pretty fresh because they slaughter them back here. And this is where the Wayu women cook it. So this is really fresh and traditional.
So this is breakfast?
This is breakfast for them. The frichi.
And there's a little bit of everything in there.
Yeah. We have heart, we have a little bit of meat, of ribs.
Now,
and it's interesting because this one, it's for breakfast and it's almost done where they slaughter. They have to eat this fresh.
Fresh, this is delicious. Not fresh, this would not be so good.
No.
This is where I say something that takes us seamlessly from a discussion about fresh meat to me hauling my aging carcass onto an ATV, Sugar Bear style. Tribal members of the Wayu have dual citizenship and could cross the border into Venezuela to live or trade there whenever they need to. Luckily for us, it means that cheap gas is easy to come by in these parts. There are no stations as such, you just keep an eye out for the cans.
Most of this gasoline is from Venezuela. It's extremely cheap. I think it's like 50 cents a gallon. The government subsidizes a lot of it. They're able to buy Venezuelan gasoline and sell legally Venezuelan gasoline in Colombia.
Having taken on as much gas as can be mouth-siphoned in one sitting, we're off again. Let me set the scene. It's hot out here, desert hot, and we plan to ride 3 hours along the coast to our lunch spot. And I ate salty goat innards for breakfast, and I refuse to wear a helmet or sunblock. We avoid wild donkeys and goats and get lost more than a few times. So a little heat stroke leads to a lot of horsing around, and we decide to open these puppies up. Well, a momentary concussion is seldom a good thing. Waking up in Colombia on a beach almost always is. Having abandoned the epic ride, we're back where we started at Mayapo, in the Guajira, at the Blue Sea restaurant.
How come you're all clean?
I changed.
You brought a change of clothes?
Yes.
I'm hurting up. I'm feeling it every minute, every hour, every month and year of my age.
So you ready for some cazuela?
Yes. And I trust it will make me feel all
much better. It's a good end to a fun day.
Man, you can't ask for better scenery. It's beautiful here.
A beer?
I need the anesthetic qualities of the local firewater.
That's probably a really good idea.
That's gonna be a good start for the night.
Good start, I'm done. Oh man, that dog has the right idea. See, I would be very happy if that was me right now. You know, just like laying down in the sand with my chin out like that. Man, it's so beautiful here. Who comes here?
It's basically tourists from Colombia and a lot of backpackers that are making their way up to the northern Guajira.
Right. But I mean, we saw one tourist all day. And it's nice, you can really just get completely off the grid. You know?
This used to be a fisherman village.
There are definitely worse places to eat seafood than beachside in a fishing village. And the strength of this stew, Cazuela de Mariscos, lies in the variety of fish available.
It's basically like a fish chowder,
right?
Made with shrimp, clams,
right?
Chipi chipi, which is a small kind of clam, lobster, fish,
yeah,
conch.
Oh, I need it bad. Very clear sky for the Caribbean. Oh yeah. Oh man,
it's always accompanied by lemon, coconut rice, and plantain. Some hot sauce in there.
Some good food, a few shots of aguardiente, the sounds of waves in the background, a nice sunset. These are things in my experience that will set most things right.
Thank you to Guajira,
To Guajira and Colombia. Salud, cheers. We had good fun.
We had good fun. Cheers.
I always find Colombia encouraging. They face problems more extreme and seemingly more intractable than many of us can imagine. And yet, every time I come here, it gets better. Don't get me wrong. Problems, serious problems, remain, which is particularly heartbreaking in a country so beautiful, so generous, so proud, so eager to love and be loved back. I come back to my own country from Colombia and I think, if they can fix that, if they can make things better, then surely there's nothing we can't do. For now, however, I'll settle for fixing my headache. That hurt. It's amazing arriving here after all you see on TV these days that Libya is in fact functioning at all. But it is. The fountains across from the Corniche are operating. Traffic works, kind of. At the Radisson, club sandwiches arrive on time in the lobby. The occasional flash of camo and a security scanner are really the only discordant notes.
Todd, you don't want to take the video.
Oh, they don't? Okay.
Yeah, they don't.
Inside the old part of the city, men slaughter a camel while a girl records it with her iPad.
No? Okay. You say no.
Kids are setting off fireworks in the Medina.
Incoming.
Tomorrow is the Prophet Muhammad's birthday, and people who have not known freedom for nearly 50 years are ready to celebrate. Martyrs Square is filled with families, kids, teenage skater boys, and hotshots on motorcycles. It's wild. And almost giddily happy. Young men in the camouflage pants of the militias, most of whom were civilians until last year, do their best to sporadically keep order or just join in the fun. Every kid above the age of 5 seems to have been issued a lighter and a fistful of fireworks. Ambulances idle on the margins of the square to treat fireworks-related injuries, of which there will be many.
That was good.
This is Tripoli, after 42 years of nightmare. How to build a whole society overnight and make it work in one of the most contentious and difficult areas of the world is what people are trying to figure out.
So before the war, did you think it would ever be possible? Did you dream someday this will change?
No. In Gaddafi's time, you cannot say a word. You get killed. That's it. It was impossible. But then I joined the group, you know?
Right.
The revolutionary.
Omar is young and was even younger when the fighting started. He, like so many Libyans from around the country, and many who had left, heeded the calls for revolution on Facebook and Twitter. They fought in Tripoli, Benghazi, Misrata, and everywhere in between.
Who won this war? Young people or everybody?
Everybody. But the young people, they started it.
What was your day like as a revolutionary?
You keep one thought in your mind. You do this for the next generation, for a better country, for a better life.
You have a future now. Before people, you know,
there
what
was
people
a future in Libya before Gaddafi's regime. We're not gonna sugarcoat it. We were slaves for the Gaddafi.
Oh, this looks good.
Yeah, it is.
Barracuda is a seafood restaurant just outside of town on the Mediterranean coast.
One of the best foods in Libya, I think, the seafood.
The menu's not printed on paper. It's laid out right there for you on ice.
We have dot here.
What do? They just grill that?
Yeah, they open it and grill it. Some garlic, some sauce. It's really awesome.
You pick out the stuff that interests you from the daily catch.
Okay, let's get one of these. One of these.
Some shrimps, calamari too.
And they cook it for you the way you want.
Oh, beautiful.
Wow.
That's delicious.
This is the stuffed calamari, Libyan style. With so many seafood, stuffed inside of it, like a turkey.
Good sauce.
Wow.
Man, we are living large today.
Yes, we are.
Bismillah.
Bismillah.
So, what were you doing before the war?
I was a travel agent.
You were a travel agent?
Yes, and I was studying too, in medical school.
Many of the people who started the revolution, who fought in the streets with makeshift weapons, were, like Omar, medical students, garage mechanics, or simply teenagers. They transformed themselves in a matter of months from kids playing PlayStation to hardened fighters and field medics.
Nobody believed that he can be removed, really.
Extraordinary.
Yeah.
How quickly after the uprising started did you begin to think that, wow, this is possible? That we might actually win?
The first day when the uprising.
First day?
Yeah.
The day before, you're thinking, impossible. We'll be stuck with this son of a bitch
Whatsoever.
forever. And then a few hours later, it's like, wow, this might work.
Seeing groups with you going toward the Mortal Square, demanding their rights, at that moment, you feel that you can do anything. That this is gonna happen. If it didn't, well, I've died trying doing it. At least we've died like men doing it.
So much has changed around town. So much is changing. New music, graffiti, these things, they mean something. But centuries of strict social and religious values keep some things solidly the same. Alcohol, for instance, is strictly forbidden. Men and women follow hierarchical roles as before. Since the revolution, there's a tug-of-war over what is acceptable. Outside a mosque in the Medina, men fill the narrow street to celebrate Muhammad's birthday. Snacks are passed around. Women watch and record from the rooftops.
aren't a lot of conflicts in the world where there's a clear bad guy. Clearly there was a bad guy here.
Exactly. I mean, the one thing about Gaddafi is he believed he was the most important human being almost that had ever existed. I mean, he changed the names of the months. He changed the date of the Islamic calendar. Such megalomania. And as you well know, anyone outside, you mentioned the word Libya, everyone would just say Gaddafi.
Yeah.
Gaddafi stole the identity of Libya.
Michel Cousins is the co-founder of the English-language paper The Libya Herald and has known several different Libyas in his lifetime.
For so long, the news has been the personality. Gaddafi turned up to open a shopping centre. Gaddafi turned up to open an envelope. Those of us who knew Libya, who knew there was another Libya, wonderful people, we would talk about it as you talk about a dead person. Do you remember this? Do you remember that? And then in February 2011, suddenly there was resurrection. The dead came back to life.
We meet at a Libyan coffee house, a traditional, male-only sort of a joint. Cafe culture is big here, a holdover from the days of Italian colonization, when Mussolini tried to rebuild Rome's long-lost empire.
It's just been the most amazing experience, seeing the rebirth of a country, of a people.
I mean, last night's fireworks, there was a general sense of exuberance bordering on anarchy. I mean, I felt very happy there last night, if someone in peril.
Yeah, well, it's Christmas. It's whatever, it's the 4th of July rolled into one. But also, there are people who are trying to stop it, sort of Puritans, extremists, if you want to say militants. And what has happened is people have come out in defiance of that. They're showing, we want to have fun. And remember, for a long time in Libya, you couldn't have fun. The biggest misconception is that the place is turning into another Afghanistan or Iraq, where you've got bombs go off, attacks. But it's not, as you've seen. Libyans have gone through an awful time having fought for freedom. People have died, people have struggled, and that's going to hold them together.
Kids are selling fireworks across from the Marcus Aurelius Arch. One is constantly reminded that Libya was once a vital part of the ancient Roman Empire. That was nearly 2,000 years ago. Tonight, I was told, was going to be an even bigger, wilder celebration in Martyrs Square. But something has happened since last night. The British Foreign Office has just told all UK citizens to leave Benghazi, Libya's second largest city, due to an unspecified threat. The Libyan government, such as it is, has denied any basis for such drastic action. A lone cherry bomb now and again, an awkward flurry of Roman candles. The buzz of last night's chaotic partying harshed, big time. Whether or not this is a result of the larger geopolitical situation, the vibe towards this Western film crew seems apprehensive, uncertain.
Good. Yeah. Good. Good food.
Outside Tripoli's center, there's this. One-time axis of all power and untold evil. A huge complex of sinister offices, barracks, residences, on top of a rabbit warren of secret tunnels and underground facilities. The Bab al-Azizia, Gaddafi's enormous compound. Most everything belonging to or associated with Gaddafi was destroyed. NATO continually bombed strategic locations within the compound, and on August 23, 2011, it fell to the rebels. Gaddafi and his family having fled. This is what's left of Gaddafi's palace.
So when's the last time you were here?
Last time the revolution is finished. The machine is going first fighting. After that, the people who have the guns. After that, coming a lot of people, normal people, listening about something expensive here, like the salt and like the gold. And stop now.
What?
They want us to stop filming right now.
Okay.
While talking, we didn't notice several pickup trucks of local militia had closed in on us.
No, stop. I've stopped.
Okay, you stop.
Just relax.
No, relax. What's happening?
This is their turf or their area of operation or somehow under their control. Whatever the case, they're the group in charge today. An argument ensues between our guys and their guys, all of whom fought against the same forces on this ground a year ago.
Ask you guys to step that side.
You want to delete the tape, just leave. They say that you have to delete what you've got. Let's leave.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. Go.
Hold it down. Hold it down.
Libya is denying that there is an imminent threat to the safety of Westerners in Benghazi. This follows Britain's advice on Thursday that Westerners should get out of the city, warning of a specific and imminent threat.
If you follow the news, you'll be reminded about how the lack of centralized power in the wake of the 2011 conflict has seen an increase in Islamic militancy in Libya.
Westerners and Libyans are still very concerned with the
What you see is not encouraging. Kidnappings in Algeria, unrest in Mali, terrorist cells to the south, deadly riots in Egypt, and of course, extremist attacks in Benghazi that killed the U.S. ambassador. All those things are very real concerns. But if you only look at what's on the news, you can miss maybe what's a bigger picture. Another morning in Tripoli, and life goes on. Vendors are out, people go about their daily routines.
This is our traditional breakfast.
What is this dish called?
Swins بالدحي, which is an overstretched donut, I suppose.
Right, with an egg.
With an egg on top.
What's a little pancake they put on top? That's just to hold the egg in?
Yeah, just to hold the egg in. It's like a hat for it or a cover or something. You can get them with cheese, you can get them with the chili paste, you can have them with honey, with sugar.
How do you like yours?
I like mine cooked, to be honest.
What's the name of this neighborhood?
This is Fashloom. This is the cradle of the revolution.
Right, now this was the first neighborhood to rise up.
Yes, this is the first place to rise up.
Why do you think this neighborhood and not...
It's an impoverished neighborhood. It's been always lied to by this regime. They made them feel like they are not from this country, to be honest. We start with Bismillah.
Bismillah.
And we go for it.
Oh, yeah, dip it right in the egg.
And dip it in the egg.
Delicious. So where were you when it all started?
I was in London. Well, actually in Manchester at the time.
What?
And by the 27th, I was in Libya.
We went out to see his house yesterday, in the compound.
Well, I was one of the guys who entered from the southern gates, not northern gates.
Akram is in the security business, a thriving industry here, as you could probably imagine.
A lot of things happen in a lot of different parts of the country, sort of simultaneously. Kind of amazing that all of these people came together very fast.
How did it happen?
Yeah.
Easy. Twitter.
Twitter.
Yeah.
It was really like that.
Yes.
We send so much information to NATO via Twitter. We get a phone call from Tripoli or Benghazi or wherever. We get the coordinates via Google Earth.
Right.
We verify that there is a location there that needs to be hit. Send it to NATO at NATO, and then it's gone.
Really?
Yeah.
How does that feel, knowing you can call in a Tomahawk missile over there?
It's out of the movies.
Did anyone think it was possible that in their lifetime they were going to see the end of this son of a bitch? Most people are telling me they never dreamed.
I don't know if you can call them dreams, hopes, wishes. It was just something in the sky, something I look at every night.
Right.
But when I hit that point and got into Misrata and stood on Gaddafi's body, any dream will come true.
What's the situation now?
It's fluid. It can swing any direction.
Well, look, what happened in Benghazi a few months ago, I mean, what does this mean to the country?
I think there is a dark, mysterious hand who doesn't like this country to prosper. They see system and organization as a big enemy to them. These dark hands are slowly getting diminished. It's a matter of time before we can get rid of them.
How hard do you think that's going to be?
Not hard at all. We got rid of Gaddafi, nothing else is hard.
I like your attitude.
The fluid situation in Libya has been intensifying since our arrival, and we've had to change our behavior, constantly moving.
Shouldn't I be wearing, you know, one of those cool, like, journalist safari jackets at this point?
So it seemed a good time, or maybe not,
saddle up,
to go to Misrata.
Just watch this down at your feet there, Tony.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, we can go. Roger that.
Since the revolution, Misrata's been the most secure city in Libya. But over the last 2 weeks, in a hail of bullets and hand-thrown grenade attacks, an imam, security forces, and a police officer have all been killed.
Once we move forward, you can come past me.
All along the narrow, congested highway, there are checkpoints manned mostly by local militias. And I want to stress, most of them are friendly enough. We are, however, in a hurry to get to Misrata before dark. Traveling at night around here is not advised.
I would just drop the camera in 20 seconds.
Yep.
Stop the camera. Stop the camera.
No.
Pulling into town after dark, it doesn't feel like a happy place to be right now. Misrata is where some of the fiercest and most heroic struggles of the war occurred. Resistance was the most determined, and the response by the Gaddafi forces especially merciless. We've just learned that earlier in the day, a city councilman who was a hero of the revolution was assassinated, and it's not clear who's responsible. Misrata is on full lockdown.
Another checkpoint.
Looking around at the price this city paid for freedom, you can see why they don't want to lose what they fought so hard for. Morning in Misrata.
How's the vibe? It's all quite quiet and cool at the moment.
Daylight reveals the extent of the fighting that took place here not so long ago.
This used to be a vegetable market. Clothes. One of Gaddafi's soldiers' clothes.
He left them here and ran.
Yeah, because that's what they did in Tripoli. Yeah. When we entered the city, they just moved their clothes and ran away in the streets, so nobody would know who are they.
This is Hamid, one of the guys we called the Misrata Boys, basically militia members from the area who looked out for us here and in Tripoli when things started to get hinky in neighboring Algeria and in Benghazi.
That is a seriously up tank.
His job these days is hunting down former Gaddafi supporters.
So the Gaddafi forces rolled in. They would use these tanks to fire on
around the city.
Around.
Yeah, it was full of tanks here. This was the operation room here.
Now, if you had any doubt about the terrible odds these young revolutionaries were facing during the early days of the fighting, especially in the months before NATO came in with air support, check out Misrata's War Museum.
What did this fire?
It's fire rocket, homemade, and there's a rocket here, we put it here, and fire with the battery. Yeah.
You had to have some serious courage to ride around with this thing.
Why? We trust our people. There's a lot of homemade things here. This is homemade too. It fires a big rocket. This is grad, homemade, this one. This was from a helicopter.
Yes.
We got it and we put it in the cars.
You took it off a helicopter and you put it on a car.
And you know what this is for? You know Molotov? And
so it's basically a crossbow that fires Molotov cocktails.
Yeah, Molotov and TNT sometimes.
You're shooting this at people who have mortars.
And tanks.
Tanks.
Tanks, yeah.
You're shooting this at tanks.
Yeah, because that's what we got at the time.
That's what you had, man.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
The next president of Libya, the one who's going to be in charge, this is his chair. He has to think twice before he sits on it.
So never screw your people.
Yeah, never screw your people.
Yeah, I remember.
And here, these are Gaddafi stuff.
Now, this was all taken from the compound.
Some of them from Sirte. It's mixed. That's his AK, his chair.
Preferred hair products?
His shaving kit. See, he is wearing a mask.
Oh, his beauty mask.
Yeah.
I could use some of
It's
that.
Gaddafi. He's beautiful, you know. And this is the first martyr in Misrata.
That's the first?
Yeah, that's the first one.
Who was he?
He was like a businessman. No, he's just a normal guy. They went out to protest the first rally, and somebody came in and shoot him. So the next day, the whole city came out. That's when everything started.
These are photos of those killed during the uprising, combatants and bystanders alike.
Her name is Muna Jamaa bin Nasser. She was 6 years when she died.
Shelled in their homes, tortured to death in prisons, shot by snipers.
Look at this kid. He died with the victory sign. They killed him like with a grenade. That's his lucky day.
Yeah.
You know what he was saying? He's saying, what's going on, guys? Why my sons? Why are you doing that? He still have the T-shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the blood in it.
Do you know any of these people?
Yeah, I know a couple of them. I knew a couple of them. This guy is Egyptian.
Not even his fight, but he came.
No, but he didn't want to leave. Both of them, they died in Sirte. And this died in Tripoli. These are brothers and sisters, 1, 2, 3, 4. They died in the same day and the same house. And the mother, when we found her, she was holding the kid. They were both dead, and holding each other. It was like a very sad moment.
I don't know if you notice I'm going full blitzer on this shoot.
Halfway back to Tripoli, the magnificent ruins of Leptis Magna. Arguably the most intact remains of a Roman city in the world. It's worth noting that at one time, the emperor of all Rome was himself Libyan.
It's pretty amazing.
Born right here.
Someone chipped off all the dicks. Not that I was looking.
Anywhere else in the world, this place would be overrun with tourists. But look, no one. You're free to wander as you wish.
Quite a backdrop, you know? If you're seeing a little dinner theater production of Our Town a couple of thousand years ago. Not bad.
The only other visitors today are a troop of Libyan Boy Scouts. Bizarrely enough, Gaddafi himself was once a scout, and this was one of the only organizations allowed to remain independent of the government.
Maybe I should go down there and introduce myself to my former comrades. Exchange some Boy Scout lore.
Yes, yes, I was once a Boy Scout too.
Salam alaikum, hello.
Drilled into their heads is something that was long ago drilled into mine.
I promise to be trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. You know, it's been a really difficult shoot for a whole lot of reasons. It's not easy to shoot here. But in spite of all that, for me, this was a happy show. It's Libya. They were supposed to be the bad guys, a bad country filled with bad people, right? I don't think so. I met a lot of really nice people here. Nobody's saying we're going to be perfect tomorrow. Everybody seems to be saying, you know, look at us in 5 years. So I think it's a pretty reasonable attitude.
How are you? Love you, Libya.
This is a place that's filled with a lot of extraordinary people who've done an extraordinary thing on very short notice, under very difficult circumstances, and at a very difficult time, who are continuing to do the best they can, and I wish them well.
It takes a special breed to live in a province like Quebec. It gets cold in winter, and winters are long. It takes a special kind of person for whom frozen rivers, icy, wind-whipped streets, deep, seemingly endless forests are the norm. I will confess my partisanship up front. I love Montreal. It is my favorite place in Canada. The people who live there are tough, crazy bastards, and I admire them for it. Toronto, Vancouver, I love you, but not like Montreal. Why? I shall explain. All will be revealed. In the meantime, check this guy out.
What's the post office's motto? Neither rain nor sleet nor driving snow nor plague of locusts prevent the mail carrier from delivering my junk mail.
Here in Montreal, the simple task of delivering the mail in winter comes with its own set of hurdles. Icy hurdles.
I gotta ask, do you have special equipment for this?
We got like slip-on boots. We do have other boots in the rains, when it gets icy, with spikes on them. And they give us also slip-on spikes for when it's icy.
Any sort of city ordinance that you have to shovel? They're not penalized financially.
No, they're
or
not
ticketed.
penalized or anything. No, nothing like that.
Any injuries in the line of duty?
I've had several tumbles. One incident that I was off for 2 months, I thought I broke my ankle.
What is the most perilous aspect of the job? Would it be dogs or icy stairs?
In this area, there's a lot of dogs, but I would say the icy stairs.
It's one thing to have to work outside in this wintry mess, but it takes a strange and wonderful kind of mutant to actually find it pleasurable. Like, well, these two gentlemen.
Do you like the cold? I mean, by you, I mean the Quebecois.
It cleans the streets of Ebola.
The cold.
Yeah.
The frigid cold keeps the riffraff out of the city for sure.
Fred Morin and David McMillan, restaurateurs, chefs at the legendary Joe Beef, bon vivants, raconteurs, historians of their beloved Great White North, princes of hospitality. And what do men like this do for fun when the rivers turn to ice 3 feet thick, when testicles shrink, and most of us scurry for warmth and shelter? If they were like so many other Canadians, they would go ice fishing on the St. Lawrence River.
The cabin fever induces in the Quebecois family, because we are confined, perhaps, to spend so much time indoors. A lot of the families love to do, activities together like this. Go to the cottage, go ice fishing, it's like gets you out of the house, and it's very much a family thing.
Like many of their ilk, they'd seek one of the temporary small towns of sled-borne cabins, drill a hole in the ice, and wait. But these are not normal men.
So is Quebec better than the rest of Canada?
Obviously.
It's not that, yeah.
I mean,
Sure.
come on, Diplom. You didn't have to think about that long.
No.
Now, wait a minute. Now, are strippers paid hourly here? Is that right? It's not a tip system?
It's considered an art, a performance art.
It's considered a performance art. So how does that work? You don't tip your stripper?
You pay per song. You pay per song at
You
the
pay
strip
per
joint,
song.
yeah. And then you can get a dance in the back, which is a private dance, and that's $10 a song, $5 a song in public.
That's why I go to prog rock strip bars, because the songs are super long. And I'm a bit cheap, I go for the King Crimson lap dance.
After a suspiciously stunned-looking fish emerges from the deep, previously roof-and-alled by an eager producer, no doubt, it is ignored, because Fred and Dave do things differently. No crudely fried fish and breadcrumbs for these large, living 19th century men.
Oh, whoa, holy shit, look at that.
Instead, a hearty lunch of French classics, accompanied by many fine wines and liqueurs, as befitting gentlemen of discerning tastes who've exhausted themselves in the wild.
So this is how you live?
Well, more often than not, yes.
We always have to travel well and eat properly. We're drinking a natural white wine, Prieuré Rock. White Burgundy. These are Glacier Bay oysters, as well as there's a couple of Beausoleils thrown in there.
They're delicious. In my prized possession, those little
Fred's
Alsace.
wonderful Alsace glasses.
Yeah.
But the funnest part about the restaurant business, isn't it, the cutlery? Just a spoon is absolutely gorgeous. Fred has a wonderful collection of tableware. Without getting, snobby or elitist, the eating off vintage tableware is one of the great joys out of life.
Well, this is the interesting paradox of you guys. On one hand, you aspire to run a democratic establishment, Opital, and yet you are hopeless romantics when it comes to
painful nostalgics.
The art of living, right?
Yeah.
What the? Sustenance is required. Holy, look at this. Like, say, a consommé of oxtail to begin, followed perhaps by a chilled lobster à la Parisienne.
The art of dining is kind of disappearing, much to our chagrin. I work super hard at being an excellent dining companion.
When seeking excellence in a dining companion, what qualities does one look for?
I turn my phone off. I never put my elbows on the table. I don't. Of course. Come prepared with stories. Don't drink too much. Don't become sloppy.
Come prepared with anecdotes?
Absolutely.
No elbows on the table?
No, it's not proper.
I'm a total failure as a dining companion. What is that?
What's that, you ask? An iconic Escoffier-era classic of gastronomy?
Oh, look at that sauce. Holy crap.
The devilishly difficult lièvre à la royale, a boneless, wild hare in a sauce of its own blood, a generous heaping of fresh black truffle, garnished with thick slabs of foie gras, seared directly on the top of the cabin's wood stove.
Oh, damn, look at that.
We're in a wooden shack, over 3 feet of ice, and 100 feet of water.
You are hopeless, hopeless romantics, gentlemen. Oh, Jesus, look at that. Oh.
The seared foie is perched atop an ethereal suspension of Joel Robuchon-inspired potato puree. Of course.
This is Cornas from Reynard Vineyard by Thierry Allemand.
Nice.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Yes, yes, it is. Really, is there a billionaire or a despot anywhere on earth who at this precise moment is eating better than us?
No.
No. Look at that.
Époisse, Saint-Marcelin.
Cheese. There must be cheese. In this case, a voluptuously reeking époisse, who some less hardy outdoorsmen might call overripe, but not us.
Oh, this is awesome. What do we got here?
A few Cubans.
Oh, wait a minute. You guys have a much more relaxed attitude towards the importation of Cuban cigars.
Chartreuse, of course, and a dessert as rare as it gets, a dinosaur-era monster long believed extinct.
This is Gâteau Marjolaine.
Who does this?
No one. No, it's one of those, like, painful, nostalgic things.
Right.
Layers of almond and hazelnut meringue, chocolate buttercream.
Oh, my God, look at that. Mmm, damn, that's good.
For these guys, this is normal. This is lunch.
Sundays, it's like Playhouse in my house. It's French Playhouse.
Yeah? What do you do?
They get dressed at their house.
No way. Tell me all about this.
He dresses kids, too.
He's a dandy.
A Sunday dandy. Last time I did deux tartes, les pralines roses, and the Linzer torte. I made a crème caramel. I made salade d'orange au rhum.
Right.
Vieux rhum. I made les pruneaux au vin rouge.
Right.
Prunes with red wine.
Yeah.
With the crème fraîche. And then a huge cheese cart that was about like 15 kinds of cheese.
Right. And how many people are in your family at this meal?
Him and his wife and 2 young boys.
And how old are the kids?
2 and 4.
So you, your wife, and a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old.
They don't make it to the end. Usually I have to like prematurely open the
You don't like Pruneau?
You know, when I'm thinking this, and I'm thinking that well, that's really f***ed up, but I'm also thinking, you know, I got to do that. I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
And actually, my daughter would totally be into it.
How Canadian is Quebec? Are they truly one entity or two? This is a question that has been wrestled with for some time. Quebec is certainly part of Canada, but in many ways, both culturally, spiritually, and linguistically, it's very much another thing entirely. There's a lot of history, much of it contentious. Go back far enough, and you get a clearer picture of why. The French arrived on the shores of Quebec City in the early 16th century, but succumbed to the military might of Great Britain in the mid-18th. Thus began a gradual but steady persecution of all things French. The Quebecois have struggled mightily to hang on to their French heritage and language. The issue of seceding entirely, a notion that persists, to some extent, even today. Journalist Patrick Lagasse meets me for lunch at Bistro M sur Masson to help me understand a little bit of what many Quebecois feel is at stake.
So I was going to talk about the whole history of French, Quebecois identity, the separatist movement, all of this, but I have to get right to the pressing matter of the day, Pasta Gate.
Pasta Gate. What do you want to know about Pasta Gate?
For those not up on current Quebec politics, Pasta Gate refers to an incident where local authorities notified an Italian restaurant that they were in violation of French laws because they used the word pasta, which is Italian.
This is...
Okay, stop apologizing, okay?
Don't get me wrong, my last name is Bourdain. I lean French. Hard.
I am enormously sympathetic to the language laws.
You don't think it's preposterous?
I do not think it's preposterous. But here we have a situation.
It is stupid. I agree with you completely that this province 40 years ago was in some respect an English city. So we needed to have language laws for signage and stuff.
Now, signage, for instance, must by law be principally in French. French first in all things.
But every bureaucracy produces byproducts of stupidity, and that was it. And you know what? It will not stand.
The Anglo-Canadians treated French-speaking Quebecois like second-class crap for much of history, so I get it. I'd be pissed too. I'd want my own thing, and when I got it, I'd want to make sure there's no backsliding to the bad old days.
When the Parti Québécois, the first sovereignist party to be elected, was elected in 1976, it didn't come out of a vacuum. It came out from a couple of decades of awakening and struggle.
50 years from now, will people still speaking
French?
predominantly French in Montreal?
Yes.
No doubt about it.
No doubt about it.
French first is something most would agree with. How far and how rigorously you want to go with that? Well...
Do you think there was ever any possibility or real majority or a plurality of Quebecois who would have voted in separate nation status? Well,
you know, in English, you guys say timing is everything.
Right.
And timing was never better than in the period 1990, 1991, 92, because in 95, this country came inches from being broken up. Yeah.
Do you think it'll ever happen in the history of the world?
I don't know, but I know one thing. Anybody who says separatism is dead in this country and this province is a fool.
No matter how you feel about Quebec as either separate from or as essential part of Greater Canada, any reasonable person loves this place.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Walensky's is famous for the sandwich, the
Walensky special, right.
And in what tradition does this fall?
It's basically Eastern Europe. It was a survival thing. It was because they were poor, and that's what they could make.
Walensky's, an old-school corner institution around since 1932, serving up pressed beef bologna and salami sandwiches, or specials as they call them, along with egg creams and milkshakes.
So, the special, and an appropriate beverage, egg cream? Very happy.
Here's how it goes. There are rules. The special is always served with mustard. It is never cut in two. Don't ask why, just because. That's the way it's always been done. A little respect for tradition, please.
I'm happy now. You know, some things are beloved institutions for a reason. This is delicious, thank you.
The tradition of the cabane à sucre, or sugar shack, is as old as maple syrup here in Quebec, where 70% of the world's supply comes from. Deeply embedded in the maple syrup outdoor lumberjack lifestyle is the cabin in the woods, where maple sap is collected and boiled down to syrup. Over time, many of these cabins became informal eating houses, dining halls for workers and a few guests, where a lucky few could sit at communal tables and enjoy the bounty of the trees and forests around them. Martin Picard has taken this tradition to what is somehow both its logical conclusion and insane extreme, creating his own cabane à sucre, open only during maple season and serving food stemming directly from those humble yet hearty roots. It makes perfect sense in one way. I mean, 130 acres produce about 32,000 gallons of maple sap, which run through these tubes to here, where they're cooked down to about 800 gallons of syrup, which is more or less what they use per season here. Nothing leaves the property. And it makes sense while you're here to raise hogs and cattle on the property, and maybe keep a cabin or two around for any friends who get too loaded to sleep it off. But this? Is there really any reason for this?
What are you doing here? Why do you have to make life so hard? If money were your primary motivation, this doesn't seem like the fastest road to untold wealth.
My grandfather, had a sugar shack. Everybody had you can go back, 3 generations, they had a sugar shack. And I'm very proud of Quebec. I'm very proud of Canada,
You celebrate Canadian history You celebrate Canadian traditions, you celebrate Canadian ingredients in a way that no one else has. Are you some kind of patriot? Is that what's going on here? Is it national
I think that's very much
Quebecois
it. He's very
fervor?
much a patriot. I say it all the time, this is one of the most important restaurants to me in North America, if not the world. It's an art installation if you actually pretty look at it.
The meal begins with a tower of maple desserts.
Good Lord.
Sponge maple toffee, maple donuts, beaver tails, maple cotton candy. But wait, there's more. Almond croissant, whippet biscuits, some nougat.
Ah, there we go. I think that's a first for me. I've never seen that done.
No?
Well, not with a hammer. Whoa.
Let the madness begin. Next, a whole lobe of foie gras with baked beans on a pancake cooked in duck fat, of course, cottage cheese, and eggs cooked in maple syrup.
Wow, that's awesome.
There's a healthy salad, sautéed duck hearts, gizzards, and pig's ear, topped with a heaping pile of fried pork rinds.
Good Lord.
Oh, and a calf brain and maple bacon omelet. And these.
How was this made?
With love.
With love. Panko-encrusted duck drumsticks with shrimp and salmon mousse and maple barbecue sauce.
Good Lord. Wow.
But this is a classic Québécois dish. It's called la tourtière, you know, a meat pie.
Tourtière du Chac, a whole Laracam cheese, foie gras, calf brain, sweetbreads, bacon, and arugula. But with Martin, that's not sufficient.
Usually there's no truffle, but I just...
Yes, black truffles.
More truffle.
Yeah, it's gonna be too much truffle.
My blood's getting thicker as I look at that.
And now the main course, a homegrown, smoked right out front, local ham, with pineapple and green beans amandine. And chicken. But with Martin, a chicken is never just chicken.
That's stuffed with cotequino, foie gras, and lobster. We pump lobster bisque in the chicken.
Into the chicken.
Yeah. Wait.
Good God.
There is a light at the end of the tunnel.
Someone should be singing the national anthem now. I mean, really. This is...
And practically prehistoric old-school Canadian classic. Maple syrup is heated, then poured on snow, becoming a kind of taffy. But the preferred delivery mechanism does present some issues.
No. Take a big one, and you have to suck it. Don't swallow it, you know? Look, you have to go like that. Slowly, slowly, you know? Just that. Slowly, slowly. That's how it's good. That's it.
Can I do that in a manly way?
Yeah.
You just don't look down at it. You sort of look away in a distracted way. It's like, I'm not really talking to you.
The best way is to look up.
Finally, there's maple meringue cake and maple ice cream with chocolate shards.
Any suggestion how to attack this?
We did it once. I want the chef suggesting for the ice cream cone. Chef suggests that you eat the ice cream like that.
That's the thing. I think there's too much focusing on the food.
Yeah.
You know, like wow, this is very intellectual, and wow, and then blah blah. I've done too much all those shit. You know, I don't want to do that. I don't want to play game anymore. No?
Because food is feces in waiting.
This is CNN.
If there's one thing you always need on a cold, snowy night, it's yet another hearty meal. I meet back up with Fred and Dave at Liverpool House, the sister restaurant to Joe Beef.
I think we always compensate a little bit with overabundance of food because of our insecurity of not being like good cooks.
No, you know what? It's a combination of low self-esteem and generosity that explains the amount of food, perhaps.
First course,
Jambon blanc.
Sauce-amont.
Gravlax of char. Solomon Gundy.
Meats and eggs.
look at that.
Tweet fumé Bellevue.
Unbelievable. Look at the aspic work.
This is smoked eel and potatoes inside. A brioche d'anguille fumé. Salmon pastrami.
And wait a minute, this is super classic.
Œuf en gelée.
And this, œuf en gelée, egg in aspic, soft-boiled or poached egg in clear gelatin set broth, classically garnished with white ham, tarragon leaves, black truffles.
Oh my God. I was pretty sure that I would live the rest of my life without ever seeing this again. Ah, delicious.
But tonight, after a full week of Franco-Canadian full-on assaults on our livers and our lights, Fred and Dave thought it would be both delicious and merciful to take advantage of the somewhat lighter and insanely delicious fare by their brilliant chef Omar, who's from Pakistan. Amazing, authentic Pakistani food.
So what do we have here?
Butter chicken crab. Octopus tikka. Little eggplants braised with anar seeds, pomegranate. Little mushrooms, rabbit korma, fingerlings with a fenugreek and fennel. This is donkey nahari.
Yes, he did say donkey meat. Is there something wrong with that? The dishes continue. A Pakistani gumbo with okra and coriander, a sesame seed and green pepper curry, hanger steak palak paneer, all beef scotched egg, a puri with horse meat tartare, and an authentic goat biryani.
Wow. Biryani's awesome.
Are you full?
Yeah, it's food for 12.
We did good work here.
In the end, and perhaps as a nod to the Anglo tradition, however, there will be Stilton.
This is a genius meal.
These princes of gastronomy, never a suboptimal moment. Nothing short of excellent accepted. Beyond excellent. Too much excellent. Yes, possibly. Over the top? Yeah, definitely. It all comes around in the end. The circle of life. We begin at the beginning. The heart and soul of every right-thinking Quebecois, apparently. Ice, a stick, and a puck. Fred and Dave and Martin Picard are joined by the original god of Montreal gastronomy, the great chef Normand Laprise, to watch their beloved Montreal Canadiens lay waste to the Carolina Hurricanes. All the while eating, of course, and drinking, as it turns out, the finest wines known to humanity.
And here we go.
Tangier, it's Morocco. But from 1923 through 1956, it was loosely governed by the major powers, an international zone. For years, it seemed, everything was permitted. Nothing was forbidden. At the northern tip of Africa, a short ferry hop from Spain, Tangier was a magnet for writers, remittance men, spies, and artists. If you were a bad boy of your time, you liked drugs, the kind of sex that was frowned upon at home, and an affordable lifestyle set against an exotic background, Tangier was for you. Matisse, Genet, William Burroughs. Many have come this way, staying a while or hanging around. But no one stayed longer or became more associated with Tangier than the novelist and composer Paul Bowles. In works like The Sheltering Sky, he created a romantic vision of Tangier that persists even today, a dream that has become almost inseparable in the minds of many from reality. I'm here to find that dream city, the place Burroughs referred to as Interzone. Tangier, like I said, was a city of expats. People with pasts, people who simply didn't like where they were and craved somewhere and something else. The Gran Soko is the gateway to the Medina, where you could find the Kasbah, which means fortress, by the way. The port of Tangier is to the east, and right in the middle of it all, the Petit Soko, what Uncle Bill Burroughs called the last stop, the meeting place, the switchboard of Tangier. Reasons for settling in Tangier diverge, but everyone, sooner or later, since the beginning of memory, comes to Café Tingis. Jonathan Dawson came to this city over 20 years ago as a journalist, and he never left. He lives a life not too distant from Burroughs' fantasy. Cake and tea at 4 every day, served by his manservant. He may not have a gazelle, but a pet rooster will do. And every day he makes the rounds of the cafes, seeing all the old faces, ending up sooner or later here.
So this is the Petit Soko?
This is the Petit Soko, yeah. This Soko existed in Phoenician times, it existed in Roman times, it existed in the Portuguese times. The English were here for 22 years. Then the international city until 1956, and now it's completely Moroccan. But this is a very historic square, very historic.
As a writer, I've noticed everybody who comes here to do an article does the same article.
Well, it's so damn boring. They all do pole bowls of the Beat Generation. And there are lots of other stories in Morocco apart from that. But everyone likes the beats, Bill Burroughs and all that stuff, and Tennessee Williams, and they were all here.
Yeah.
But that's a small part of Moroccan history. That's a 15-year period. There's a life before that and a life after that. You're here.
Yeah, it was inevitable. Let's pretend that those guys never came. What is this place?
Well, the reality is, if you can read a Paul Bol story and you can live it, and the people do come here and try and live it, but they don't stay very long.
Right.
They smoke a bit of dope and they live in a cheap hotel and they go home with bed bugs.
Right.
That's
and
another
a great
life.
story.
And a great story.
But I mean, the attitude here is different than other parts of Morocco. I think they have a higher tolerance and tradition of bad or outrageous behavior.
They have a higher tolerance of mad people, you know. But the Moroccans essentially are very tolerant people. They quite like madness as well. They kind of celebrate that a bit, you know.
How Moroccan is Tangier?
It's a Moroccan city with a European outlook. You know, you can stand up on the boulevard, you can see Spain and Gibraltar. So you see all sorts of people passing through, but it's a very Moroccan city. I'm 62 years old. I didn't know it in the international days, which finished in 1956. But at that time, I think Europeans may have outnumbered Moroccans in the center of this city. It's not the case now. There are very few Europeans actually living here full time.
The notion of living a life apart, of being somewhere else, there are those who like that feeling. I like that feeling. And then there are those who they may live apart, they may live somewhere else, but they're not entirely comfortable. It's the difference annoys them or is a burden.
It is, and it frustrates them. Some people have to leave home to find their home. I'm one of those people, whereas I didn't feel at home in the country I was born in at all. But here, I feel okay. I feel very, very happy here.
There is indeed something special about this place. Burroughs described the native quarter of Tangier as a maze of sunless, twisting streets filled with blind alleys. Its smell was particularly notable to him, including a mix of hashish, seared meat, and sewage. Tangier, before anything else, is essentially a port city, with all the things that traditionally come with port cities. It's situated at the choke point between the Atlantic Ocean and the Mediterranean Sea. The Moroccan coast is a rich fishing ground, and a lot of people make their living from the sea. On shore, they use a method called sen haul fishing, where weighted nets basically drag fish across the bottom of the sea. Some of that fish, the good stuff anyway, ends up here. Le saveur de poisson, or Restaurant Populaire, or Popeyes. The place has got a lot of names, but locals and expats alike who've been coming here for years say it's got some of the best tagine in town. Mohammed Belhaj, the owner and head chef, is from the nearby Rif Mountains. And he sources a lot of his stuff, his produce and his greens from there. And he's real proud of them. The back room of the place is dedicated to sorting and drying various herbs, which he blends into a secret mix he claims has all sorts of healthful and boner-inspiring benefits. Look, if every dish I've been told over the years was gonna make me strong worked, I'd have a permanent pup tent going on down there. So I take all that with a grain of salt.
Hi.
Hello. Hi.
How are you?
Belhaj's son, Hassan, delivers the food.
It's olive.
It all starts with fresh olives. They're in season now, and roasted walnuts. Some warm, very good bread. Squishy.
Juice.
Oh yeah, and you get this stuff. Everybody gets it. A pulpy puree of figs, raisins, strawberries.
Drink.
And full of Mohammed's potent herbs and spices, of course.
All the night, 24 o'clock.
Yeah, I get it. It's supposed to make me more manly. You know what? I'm eating. Let's not talk about that, okay, sunshine?
I got a lot. Welcome.
What is a tagine, anyway? It's a traditional Moroccan stew that can include vegetables, meat, or fish. Tonight, baby shark, calamari, and monkfish with fresh mountain spinach. Slowly cooked over charcoal in the classic clay pot that gives it its name, the tagine's dome top is supposed to force the condensation back into the dish and keep it moist and tender.
That's delicious. I think it's like these greens and aromatics and herbs. I have no idea what they are. I've never had anything like that. Tangier version of farm to table.
Hi.
Oh, hi.
Good.
Wow, what's that?
Sterwas grilled à charcoal.
Thank you.
Charcoal.
And a whole turbo, brushed with olive oil, salt and pepper, and some coriander, then grilled perfectly over the coals. Cuddled up next to the fish, tiny shark kebabs. Cute.
Oh, wow. Spectacular. It's good value. All of this for 20 bucks. I think we did a pretty good job on Mr. Fish. That'll teach you. Freaking yummy. It's like that guy when, you're tripping and it goes like this to you.
Hi.
For dessert, strawberries, pine nuts, and honey. Like the whole meal, it's eccentric and delicious.
Thank you. You're welcome.
I haven't had so much fruits and nuts since Altamont. I told Mick, I said, Mick, this is a bad crowd. Get back in the chopper. But he's like, oh, no, man, we can't disappoint the fans. Memories.
Paul Bowles lived in Tangier for over 50 years, and Sherry Nutting was part of his inner circle near the end of his life. She was his friend, record keeper of sorts, and photographer.
You arrived when?
I came in the 70s, but I went down to Marrakesh. And then in '86, I wrote a letter to Paul Bowles and said I had to meet him and take his picture. And he wrote back and he said, come and visit. Well, I never left.
Like a lot of people came here to live that dream or to live that life. Has the reality come to resemble his perception of the reality, or?
The Tangier that I see is Paul Bowles, and I still see it. I still feel it. You can still find the magic.
The market, or souk in Tangier, is one of the best in all Morocco. The food stalls and vendors are still pretty impressive. Wander the markets long enough and you're sure to stumble across the unexpected. Hooves? Sure. How about a lamb's head? Here, nothing goes to waste. Charbroiled to crispy burnt perfection, the meat is scraped off and served on a crusty lunch bread. Not so adventurous, the Grand Soko's indoor market offers a variety of smoked, cured, and fresh meat.
Smells good in here. This stuff looks good. Oh, I've heard this cheese is amazing.
It's good, yeah.
Can I have one?
A Berber favorite, fresh goat cheese wrapped in palm leaves.
Yeah, they're beautiful, aren't they?
That's good.
Shukra bizar.
A little cheese, a little flatbread, the perfect Moroccan breakfast to go. We're headed into the Jabala foothills of the Rif mountain range, about 85 kilometers south of Tangier, to a place called Jajuka. The village is home to the people of the Al-Sharif tribe, which loosely translated means the saintly people. Jajuka is also home to one of Morocco's better-known musicians, Bachir Attar. Jazz and rock and roll musicians have traveled from all over the world to Jajuka to meet this guy. Bachir is part of a lineage of master musicians, all from this small mountain village. Famously dubbed as a 4,000-year-old rock band by William Burroughs, Bachir, his son, and these musicians maintain one of the oldest still-living musical traditions on Earth. We're invited for dinner. It's family style, of course. Beginning with brewad, like a kefta pocket. Hand-formed envelopes of dough filled with seasoned beef, baked until golden, then crisped in oil.
Oh, we're good for now. Well, one more. Uh-oh, here we go.
The main event, tagine of chicken.
Yeah, welcome, Tony.
Thank you. Just gorgeous.
First, chopped onions, garlic, parsley, and turmeric are blended with olive oil. The bird is generously coated and stuffed. Then, after simmering in a touch of olive oil and water, the chicken is fried till crispy. Served with roasted almonds and olives, paprika, and ginger. Nice.
He smells the food.
Like anywhere else in the Arab world, eating with your hands, always the right one, is proper dining etiquette.
This is special spinach of Jajuka and Hadaki.
It's like wild spinach that grows in the mountains.
Bokala is chopped mountain spinach, garlic, cilantro, hot and black peppers, finished with lemon and olive oil.
Oh, it's delicious.
Yes, I heard you are the greatest taste for food in the world, man.
I love good food. This is good.
Yeah.
After dinner, some fruit, some mint tea, and let the music begin. For centuries, the master musicians of Jajuka have been the musical choice of the royal families of Morocco. Excused by the country's rulers from manual labor to devote themselves to musical training. Powerful style of Sufi trance music has inspired many musical seekers, including most notably perhaps Paul Bowles, who wrote about them and recorded them and spread the word. Brian Jones was here and recorded the Pipes of Pan at Jajuka with these musicians. The word spread, and the master musicians have ended up being featured on albums by Maceo Parker, Ornette Coleman, and the Rolling Stones. For years, if you were a rock god, you had to come here. Dig the crazy percussion and strings and pipes that took you to another place. It's intricate, hypnotic, beautiful. And if you're in the right frame of mind, mesmerizing. Anyone who comes to Tangier inevitably ends up lost in the old part of the city. The Medina is just what you want it to be. The ancient world residing just next to and around the new one. You can walk around inside the movie in your head, play the bogey character you never were, all against an all too willing, all too genuine backdrop. Ordinarily, just about the last thing in the world I'd be interested in doing is antiquing. But buried in the network of twisting, narrow streets of the old city is Boutique Majid, owned and operated and personally curated by this man, Abdelmajid Rais Selfeni.
Hello.
How are you?
And he is one interesting guy.
Thank you.
Coming in.
When he was a little kid back in the 60s, Majid left his hometown of Fez and came here, where he'd earn a few dirham a night emptying ashtrays at the wild and extravagant parties being thrown here by wealthy expats. He saw what these people would buy for themselves and how they decorate their homes, and he started to look around for himself, scoring, then reselling art and antiques.
Wow.
It became something of an obsession. Now his artifacts from Morocco and all across northern Africa are bought by collectors from all over the world. Carpets, antiques, wood carvings, jewelry, and old doors.
Wow, these are incredibly beautiful. Tell me about that.
Amber, coral, shells. This used to be currency, this shell.
How old is this?
This is early 20s, late 19th. The amber is millions of years old.
How much are you selling this piece for?
By weight.
By weight?
Yes, quite a heavy piece, this one, 429 grams. So it comes like 42,000 dirhams.
So that's how much in dollars?
Like almost 5,000. 4,500.
About $5,000.
Almost.
So we look at another floor?
Oh, yes, follow me. Yeah, there's a nice collection of things from the Sahara.
So you travel a lot?
Not like you.
Oh, this is for pounding manioc?
Yes, this is from the Dogon tribe from Mali.
How much will this sell for, do you
This
think?
around $300.
Really? For this? That's very reasonable.
Yes.
I'll be buying that. That's going to be an old friend.
Also memory.
And a memory
Tangier.
of Tangier as well.
Majid suggests lunch at Andalus, a locals-only place nearby.
As a Moroccan, so many Westerners who come to Tangier come with a romantic notion of a Tangier they read about in books. Do people have a realistic expectations when they come here? Are they looking for Morocco, or are they looking for this phantasm?
No, it is a phantasm. It is when you get here, if you know Morocco, you feel that you're in Morocco, but you're not. There's a lot of Mediterranean touch to this town. And also the history, people hear story about Tangier that it was like when I first came in the 60s, everybody said to me, you came late. Tangier was.
It's right.
Now I'm saying the same thing as these young now. They come and they say, wow, I said.
What was better about those days?
Well, you see, for me at that time I was young, and it was the boom of hippies. And it was the destination. You know, Coffee Pub, you meet Bob Dylan, you go here, catch Steve. And the parties was going on. I missed this kind of parties. People fly from everywhere to the party. And they make the whole town move. Blue and white party, white and gold party, hat party. You know, it's amazing. And you see people coming with amazing hats, like a cage with a bird, extravagant hats. You know, it's like people put so much energy and time into these parties, you know. Look at the...
Oh, now that looks good.
Tomatoes brushed with local olive oil, garlic, and coriander. Liver kebabs, beef liver to be exact, grilled over charcoal.
Oh, now that looks very nice.
For fish, a bit of swordfish and some orange roughy.
That is just beautiful.
How do you like the tomato?
Oh, and the swordfish is amazing.
Yeah.
So how else have things changed?
You saw how many tourists there was today?
They're in a hurry.
If they come to the shop, they even try to avoid your eye contact. They're afraid if you get my eye contact, I'm gonna rip you off
Or make you buy something that they don't want to
I
buy.
don't know. I don't know. They have this.
Do they buy?
They don't even say hello.
They don't buy.
Of course. We call them penguin. They have short hands, doesn't get to the pockets. I mean, I'm just kidding.
When Tangier was in her zone back in the day, it seemed to some, I'm sure, as if the expats outnumbered the locals. That was never true, but you certainly could live a life apart, make your own world within the existing one, reinvent yourself and live entirely within a universe of your own creation. Far from the Gran Soko is a 14-acre estate owned by Christopher Gibbs, a well-known dealer of antiques and longtime expat. Today, he's having a garden party. Who's coming? Jonathan, you know. Maggie Dean is from Scotland. She's been living here for more than a decade. G.P. de Richemont, a Frenchman who has his hands on a lot of businesses, including a cafe in the Casbah. Years living in Tangier? Unknown. Bianca Hamri, an American. She's been here forever, led many lives, I gather, and occasionally translates books from Mugrabi to English. And the dashing and mysterious Baron de Coquita Gondorias, an artist from Chile who's been living and working in the Casbah since a hasty exit from Puerto Rico for reasons never fully explained. On the menu, pastilla, a meat or often pigeon pie, as traditional Moroccan as it gets. Today made by Gibbs' full-time cooks, Jamila and Fatima. In Bastia, the meat on this particular day is chicken, which is slow-cooked in broth and spices, pulled or shredded, and then folded into an egg mixture cooked in the reduced stock from the boil. This is layered with blanched almonds, powdered sugar, and cinnamon. And then the whole lot is then wrapped in feuille de brique, a crepe-like dough. After baking to a golden crispiness, the final touch is a dusting of even more cinnamon and sugar. It's got a sweet, savory thing going on. And it's quite tasty.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. If you get nervous when you go in a room and you touch the light switch and the lights don't come on, you shouldn't be in this country.
What was that first moment you said, you know, I could live here?
I'm still quite unsure about that. Now, I came here first in 1958, when it was quite different. Everyone wore native dress. Yes. But Islam, still the throbbing motor of life here. I have very tender feelings for Morocco and the friendliness and courtesy of the people and of the children who, you know, they don't say off granddad like they do in England. They say, bonjour monsieur, ça va bien, belle journée, blah, 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 blah.
I always feel welcome here. I never consider that this is mine. It's theirs, and they've allowed me to live here in a very nice way, and I feel recognition. They know who I am.
Right.
They know who I am.
There is a side-by-side aspect to life here that's very unusual.
Very unusual here. It's mostly, you can do whatever you want if you do it with good manners.
But it is a sort of a station of the cross for, you know, the bad boys of culture. I mean, Verlaine, Rimbaud, Iggy Pop, the Stones,
Burroughs and Gyson. And
Burroughs writes about, he came here to be a writer.
He was a junkie before he was a writer.
As so many of us were. But I think this was a place if you wanted to think of yourself as a writer, you would come here and somehow you were working within a romantic tradition.
Yes.
Burroughs said right up front,
yes,
To me, a writer, from when I was a little boy, a writer was a guy who lounged around in a smoking jacket or a caftan, smoking a hash pipe or an opium pipe,
Yes.
in a beautifully anointed house littered with sleeping boys.
Yes,
or
girls.
Well, whatever. To what extent did that world exist, and to what extent was that world created by the people who showed up with that expectation?
Since Bill departed, R.I.P., dear, wonderful, marvelous man, since he's gone, it's a bit tame now. A little bit
It is
tame.
tame.
Well, he was
genteel now.
He was the very opposite of genteel. He was an outlaw for every society.
My husband knew him very well, and he was telling me, yes, Bill, and I said, he said, I cured him of being a drug addict. I said, how? He said, I turned him into an alcoholic.
Who smokes hashish at this table? Please raise your hand.
Is the camera on?
Blanca, put your hands up, Blanca.
Tangier is Morocco, always was Morocco. And recently the country's leadership seems to have embraced it in all its ill-reputed glory. The days of predatory poets in search of literary inspiration and young flesh are probably over for good. Hippies can just as easily get their bong rips at Portland or Peoria. But the good stuff, the real good stuff, the sounds and smells and the look of Tangier, what you see and hear when you lean out the window and take it all in, that's here to stay. Everyone gets everything he wants. I wanted to see the Congo, and for my sins, they let me. In Heart of Darkness, Joseph Conrad writes of his alter ego. When I was a little chap, I had a passion for maps. At that time, there were many blank spaces on Earth. But there was one yet, the biggest, the most blank, that I had a hankering after. This, then, is the Congo. The size of all Western Europe combined. It should be Africa's wealthiest nation. But people forget, or never even knew, that the 20th century's first Holocaust happened here when Belgium's King Leopold managed to bamboozle the world into giving him personal title to the Congo. Leopold's agents, of whom the mythical Kurtz was one, raided, slaughtered, mutilated, and pressed into forced labor much of the population in a bloodthirsty quest for first ivory and then rubber. When independence finally came, the Belgians trashed what they could and left behind a completely unprepared, tribally divided, and largely ungovernable landmass filled with stuff that everybody in the world wanted. And things pretty much went downhill from there. But this story begins with a truck stop in Rwanda.
Stocking up in Rwanda, because my expectations for food in the Congo are more measured.
If you're looking to get to the Eastern Congo, and many would ask why you'd even want to do that, the best way is to drive across from neighboring Rwanda. This country, of course, not too long ago, suffered its own appalling genocide. Behind the wheel, Dan. He's been living in the DRC for 2 years, working on a documentary about some of the several dozen rebel groups in the country. Riding shotgun, Dan's close friend and associate, Horeb, a Congolese. They're taking me across the border. One side, Rwanda. Hotels, paved roads, internet, and paperwork to be filled out. Just a few feet of barbed wire, machine guns, and cement walls away, this. Welcome to Goma. A city of 1 million, a significant number of whom are IDPs, internally displaced people, sitting rather inconveniently at the base of Mount Nyiragongo, a still smoldering volcano. Current street level is about 12 feet above where it was in January 2002 when it last erupted. Lava everywhere, which explains the less than smooth ride. One of the first things you notice out the car window, the UN. About 4 months ago, the M23, one of the various rebel groups holed up in the jungle nearby, invaded the city. The NGOs battened down the hatches. The UN stood by, hands tied. Everyone else had to fend for themselves until the rebels withdrew. The Congo is a place I've dreamed of visiting since before I ever thought I'd get the chance to travel the world.
Close your door.
Actually being here, I'm not so sure. Dan, Horeb, and I head for a local restaurant. Good food is going to be a challenge soon, so we take the opportunity to fill up on what we can. Grilled chicken, ugali, piri-piri pepper. A pretty nice meal.
Goma in the 50s, you know, tourists used to come from as far down as Rhodesia, up here to vacation.
Amazing wildlife. Also, I remember my childhood seeing lions just alongside of the road sometime. Goma was a touristy place for a long time.
They're not coming anymore?
No.
No, you're just saying no.
It's a red zone.
It's looking like there won't be house-to-house fighting or artillery or mortars dropping into Goma. Was today a good day?
Well, right now we have a rebel group just 10 kilometers north of us.
Right.
And then we have maybe 7 other rebel groups that are all caught in the blender, you know? So
things change quickly in Congo.
Confused yet? Virtually all of the eastern part of the country is being contested by rebel groups, some local and others allegedly acting on behalf of interests based in neighboring countries. Recently, the largely Tutsi Rwandan-backed M23 has been active in the area around Goma, but the mostly Hutu FDLR is also here. The Mai Mai can refer to either somewhat generic local self-defense groups or specific entities like APCLS or Cheka. Some groups, like the FRPI, are principally defending a stake in a resource like gold, and others, like the Rea Motomboki, are mainly interested in fighting with a particular enemy. In their case, they have a beef with the FDLR. And lots of other organizations controlling territory who haven't come up with a name or a cool acronym yet. This is only a fraction of the rebel groups in a single area of the Congo. And be advised, this map was hopelessly outdated before we even got here.
it's all these variables kind of knotted into one big mess. And these are the reasons why media has a difficult time, why the Western world doesn't hear much about Congo. Because how can you sum it up in a 3-minute report?
But for us, Goma is just a stopover on the way to the Congo River. So we need to keep moving. And roads, forget it. Certainly nothing even remotely safe between Goma and where we're headed.
we're flying to Kisangani. This is the preferred route.
So we've chartered a bush plane, formerly Queen Elizabeth's flying wardrobe. When the Queen traveled, presumably in her younger years, her clothes followed in this beast, or so we're told.
I have not seen this model of plane before. A first for me.
Of course, you'll learn to take nothing for granted in the Congo.
Uh-oh.
Just as we're about to take off, thunder, lightning.
I don't see what the problem is. Weather looks fine to me.
Let's get this thing airborne.
Wow, nice. Best to wait this one out a little bit. Crashes are pretty commonplace. Not so long ago, a plane with nearly 100 people on board went down on the same route we're taking today.
No, most planes that crash in Congo crash because of the weather, right?
Yeah, most of the time, yeah, but...
Not us. Don't worry.
Impossible, man.
The weather clears up, sort of. So we decide to give it a go.
When the weather is very bad, stay on the ground. That's all.
What about rebels? They shooting at the planes?
No, normally no. Okay, we'll see you after your trip.
Yeah.
Okay, have a good one.
Lifting off from Goma, we head out over the shores of Lake Kivu before circling back northeast. Our destination, what Conrad referred to in Heart of Darkness as the inner station. Here, surrounded by dense jungle, lies our rendezvous with the Congo River, a waterway responsible for both building this country and helping to destroy it. Two hours out of Goma, we land at Kisangani. This was once Stanleyville, and the country's second largest city, before war and neglect cut it off from the rest of the Congo and the world.
Stanleyville, known in Heart of Darkness as the inner station.
The Congo River stretches across the country's middle. Conrad describes it as a twisting snake with its head in the Atlantic Ocean and its tail buried deep in Africa's heart. To Europeans, it was a natural route to transport slaves, ivory, rubber, minerals, the commodities upon which modern-day Brussels and Antwerp are built. For the Congolese, both before and after the Belgians, it provided more basic things. Water, to wash, to clean your clothes in, to cook with, to drink. Also fishing. Since long before the expeditions of Dr. Livingstone and Henry Morton Stanley, the Waginya tribe has been fishing the river in unique fashion. Highly coordinated and acrobatic, the Waginya dive into the treacherous rapids of what is still referred to as Stanley Falls. Navigate downstream between baskets that need tending. Perched on a precarious network of wooden poles, they hoist together. The catch these days? Not much.
So this is the second biggest falls in this Congo River.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Ogi is a Waginya fisherman and was a guide bringing tourists to his village. Since the last two wars, Kisangani tourism has been pretty much non-existent. Chief of the Waginya, Pierre Mosala Abeka, it is said, is a direct descendant of King Ntendebuma Ifila, who greeted Stanley in the 1870s.
Please thank him for the privilege of seeing his community.
It's a present from the chief. This is a way to welcome the delegation of CNN.
The Waginya tribe made what was in retrospect the mistake of allowing Stanley to pass. The famous explorer, of course, pretty much shot and raided his way along his historic route to the coast before effectively jump-starting the colonial period. Using Stanley as administrator, King Leopold of Belgium claimed the Congo as his personal property. Under Leopold's reign, men, women, and children were tagged with numbers, separated into groups, given production quotas. If they fell short, they were whipped with the chicotte, their hands cut off, hanged. An estimated 10 million Congolese were either starved, worked to death, executed, or just killed where they stood, all in just over 20 years. By the end, half the population of the country was gone.
Have you ever thought about all those years ago, if your people had just killed Stanley?
Somebody else has to come.
Somebody else would have come.
Ordinarily, a large tigerfish like this one, it's going to the market, considered way too valuable to eat. It can be pretty much anything wrapped in a banana leaf and steamed.
Typical tradition.
Excellent meal.
Somewhere down the Congo River, and I'm continuing to deal with a few pressing concerns. The one knife on board is as sharp, really, as a soup spoon. And soon I'm frantically trying to rip out the backbone and guts in one go with my bare hands because the knife ain't shit, and it's getting darker and darker, and the damn generator keeps kicking on.
And I really need a light so I can see what I'm cutting. I can't cut what I can't see.
There's only 3 light bulbs on right now. There's only 240 watts. There's no way it's the draw.
They're not going to eat at all. I'm never going to get through with this. Machete? No, maybe we should figure out how to cook dinner, unless you don't want to eat any dinner. Because we are really not going to eat any dinner tonight. Okay, I've had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich this week, and I would like to eat, especially as we've gone through all of this misery with these chickens. All right, there's machete.
It would be apropos to point out that we do not want to be moving at night. We would not like to run aground in the middle of the freaking Congo.
He's gonna swim in now.
He's worried about Crocs.
I'm trying to see anything.
The currents unpredictable. Visibility nil. Time to tie up for the night. Generator issues more or less fixed, but now another just as serious problem presents itself. With the lights burning, it becomes insanely buggy. Crush the wrong one of these moths while swatting your face, and you will blow up like a balloon. Seriously.
Okay, take the other 2 bottles of wine. You pour all 3 bottles of wine into the onions. All right, let's put the top on, bring it up to a boil.
3 hours later, and it looks like the jungle-style stew might actually work out after all.
Okay, someone wants to bring this over carefully to the table. All right, let's eat. À table. Bon appétit. Bon appétit.
In the end, my coq au vin was a bit scraggly, but passable. It is written that I should be loyal to the nightmare of my choice. I think I now understand what that means. Next morning on the river, and of course, we're not alone. Fishermen from all the surrounding villages have heard of us and have, long before we're even awake, come by to check us out.
Hey, you ever find a couple of onions for me? Don't go crazy. If we don't have, we don't have.
I will not go crazy.
All right, I will get on the spam and egg patrol. We may have invented the stealth bomber. Really, this will be our crowning accomplishment as a culture.
In there, boys.
Once we finally get there, we still have to get all the way back.
Coming back was never part of the plan, man. We're not coming back.
Yeah, they'll find us 10 years later, naked in the bush with like a necklace of spam cans. That was glorious.
Time to get back out on the river. We have places to go. 2 days down the Congo, we're finally nearing our destination.
It's an abandoned Belgian research station. And it's still functioning in some capacity, but the Ngambia itself goes about 30 kilometers in. There's over 250 buildings. They're doing it all here.
Much myth and legend surrounds this place.
Ah, there we go.
Yeah.
It has been inferred by some that the Belgians conducted uranium enrichment and a host of bizarre experiments here. However, the facts would suggest the scariest thing to ever happen here, some genetically modified banana varietals.
You made it, man. Young Gumby.
Deep in the jungle and miles from anywhere, this was once the Institute for Agricultural Studies of Congo. Construction began in the 1930s. The complex was once staffed by hundreds of Belgian researchers, doctors, and engineers until they left hurriedly in 1960. With independence began a rapid decline. The eventual cessation of funding. Of the hundreds of structures built here, what used to be housing, laboratories, hospitals, and research facilities, the vast complex's library is clearly the most important to those who remain. Though crumbling like everything else, the grass is cut and grounds maintained. It's swept and kept clean. And yet, most incredibly, this man, Bourdain, still fights a daily battle to stave off further decay to the thousands of volumes of books and research materials contained on these shelves.
So what happened here? Did the place stay open? Did people continue to do research?
There are some new staff, they don't get anything. But for those who have been there for long, they get an allowance from the government.
Independence comes. What happens here?
Les Blancs sont partis. La plupart ont trouvé qu'il ne fallait pas rentrer directement à chose. Comme l'INEAC continuait à œuvrer au Rwanda et Burundi, la plupart ont traversé de l'autre côté.
So, unless I'm mistaken, the gentleman just said that cutting-edge research moved to Burundi and elsewhere. The Congolese who remained, their mission all these years later has been to preserve the patrimony that existed.
All this was state-of-the-art back in the 50s when the library was built. But for 20 years, there hasn't been electricity to run the dehumidifiers to keep out the damp.
Through so many wars, through all of these difficulties, he has maintained this facility to an extraordinary degree. Why?
Pour m'avoir maintenu. Pourquoi? Parce que c'est ainsi qu'aujourd'hui on m'appelle doyen. On m'appelle doyen à cause de ça parce que si je ne suis pas là, rien ne marchera plus parce que je suis déjà connaisseur de tout cela.
Staff still show up to work and organize, catalog, and write requests for funding. Perhaps to Kinshasa or a central office where someone may or may not ever respond.
He was here pre-independence, yes? Does he remember the Belgian rule?
Non, non, là c'était bien, là c'était bien justement. Est-ce que nous, on savait qu'il y aurait un changement de vie? Parce que c'était bien justement. Hein?
No, yeah, he remembers that period of colonial. That was the best time that they were living.
What do you say to someone who suggests that Belgian colonialism might have been the good times? The road home, such as it is. Rotting bridges, makeshift ferries. It's an adventure. Fortunately, ours was a good adventure. The Congo is a place that's always fascinated me. This is a trip I've been wanting to take since I've been writing stories or making television. But what I found was something unexpected. I met a lot of people who, for a long time, have been waiting, hoping for things to get better. A lot more hope here than there's any right to expect. When all is said and done, I wanted to go to the Congo, and I did.